After convalescing, the posse head out with malicious intent and the flames of vengeance in their hearts. They track back to the cave where they had briefly been held captive. They cautiously search the cave area and find there are still Trogs present, and so carefully plan an ambush, which makes short work of the sentries. With a taste for blood, they march into the cave, eager to find Braxis and end his traitorous existence. Sadly, there is no Braxis inside. However, they do find their possessions, a treasure chest, and a single sad troglodyte, which Tristel mercilessly executes. Frustrated with Braxis's absence, they camp nearby, hoping he will return. But when dawn breaks with no sign of the fell creature, they head home. Next on the agenda is dealing with the Magmen cave, and so they gather a few folks and head on over, only to find that the heavy rains had flooded it. Just to be safe, they collapse the cave anyway before heading home. With the Magmen dealt with, they turn their attention back to Braxis and set out to find him. During the journey, they encounter some strange monsters, which they manage to slay without much trouble. When examined, the creatures seem to have less of the magical taint that affects the whole region. They continue their journey, and it is not long before they run into none other than Braxis himself, along with some of his companions. The two groups clash, but ultimately the posse wins, taking one prisoner, but unfortunately Braxis flees once more. Are they closer to the source of the strange magic? What will they learn from the prisoner? Will they ever slay Braxis? Let's find out now on Embers of the Wilds.
Hello everybody and welcome to Embers of the Wilds. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. Actually, my brow liner is out, so I didn't have a brow liner, so I had to use like eyeshadow for my eyebrows. It's a little jank, but it works.
It works.
It does.
It works.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. I'm running low on eyeliner, so I'm just like, it has to be perfect. Just one go. It has to be perfect. Precious resource.
All right. So where last we left our party, you guys had just captured some draconians. You are a little ways away from home. What are you guys going to do with your new captive?
That's a very good question.
Yeah. We didn't do so great at this last time.
He's kind of big. He's got claws and teeth, so he doesn't really need a weapon to do serious damage.
Well, clearly, like, he
We have
carried
rope.
like 3 weapons, right?
That's true. That's true.
We have rope. We could tie up his chomper.
Yes, you could make him makeshift muzzle.
But wait, we probably want to talk to Thoraxis, right?
Thoraxis.
Thoraxis.
We're obviously gonna disarm him.
Yes.
And does he have a chain shirt or a chain mail?
Let me look at his stat block.
It was very warm, and you said none of them were wearing armor?
That's right.
But-
So the armor would have been stowed in a pack. It would be a chain shirt, not full chainmail.
Okay. Then that's less exciting than I thought it would be, but I think we're gonna take it off of him for now. We can decide what to do with it later. Also disarm him and everything. Yeah, so my plan is to tie him up and then wait for Braxis to return. And see if he actually does return to try and save his comrade.
For
Here
how...
at the same spot along the bank of the river?
We're not on the map right now.
Right, I will bring us there. Here we go.
Bait.
Yeah, because he's like extremely easily killable right now. There's no way like he's gonna like
Yeah.
start to fight back. We should just immediately demolish him.
Yeah.
So, yes, the only What are your thoughts?
Was this guy related to Braxis? Do I remember that detail? Am I making that up?
They were partying together, not like raging together, but they were walking together through the woods in a party.
How did we find out their name? I forget how that happened. Or if it was just, you just said that out of character, you know?
I think that was it. I mean, we can ask for his name, see if he tells us.
See if he even speaks common.
Oh, that he does.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I will walk up to Thoraxis, and so I presume he's sitting on the ground, like tied up at this point, right? So I'll just kneel down and ask, like, well, what's your name?
I am Thoraxis. You, hairy creature, release me.
Look,
I don't think you're...
all of you people have been causing a lot of trouble for us, and we're not exactly sure what you want, and we'd like to put an end to this, because this is just harming all of us. And
I accept your surrender.
I am
Not
not surrendering. What's your goal? Why are you out here? And why are you coming to our town?
We are looking for a source of magic that pervades the area.
Oh, look, we are too.
We do that as well. And I nod toward Gyra and just...
It will not be yours, whatever it is. My people need it.
Why do your people need it?
Look at me. You see my scales, my wings, my claws?
They're very pretty.
My people need this magic to create more of us.
Wait,
We do not reproduce the same way as you, pitiful creatures. You sad beasts of soft flesh and hair.
wait, how do you reproduce?
The creature splits its mouth and kind of like cackles at you a little bit.
It's far too complicated for a mere mortal like you to understand. Would hurt your little head.
I think we have time.
Yeah, we have time, and I will
Giselle
sit
sits
down
on the ground,
and-
cross-legged.
Yep.
Just a check first. We're not like in an easily ambushable position, right?
I don't know. You're all staring directly at him with your backs to the river where the enemy was a minute ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be keeping watch. Like, I'm not a dumb not warrior.
Okay.
Yeah.
So position yourself
not
in a spot
warrior.
where you can appropriately keep watch then. How would you like to be,
I don't know. It's really difficult to like know terrain outside of this area or like what my sightlines are. But I guess just like
right.
stand on top of this cliff
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Yeah, just get a little bit of high ground and then look towards the rest of the party's back.
I mean, like doing circles every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe like patrolling and keeping more of an eye out than participating in the interrogation.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's fair. That's good. I will let you know if anything comes up. The creature before you, one known as Thoraxis, as you sit down and wait for story time, begrudgingly tells you how his people are created.
Well, you see, first you take the egg of a good dragon. I'm a Baz draconian. I come from brass dragon eggs.
Wait, hold on.
through certain rituals.
Well, what are
with
dragons?
enough magic. Excuse me?
What are dragons?
The creature looks to Tristel for like recognition that this is a ridiculous question.
And I kind of like look back at Pearl and I'm like, yeah, it is kind of a ridiculous question. You'll have to forgive her. She's not from here. Kind of looking at Pearl, nodding.
Yeah.
As long as she's not a dragon denier, it's fine. She's just
no,
ignorant. You can't help it.
I'm just ignorant. Please continue. I'm sorry for
Anyway.
interrupting.
Take the egg of a good dragon. I myself come from a brass dragon. That's why I am a Baz draconian. Through appropriate, wonderful magics of great and powerful light, you change the unhatched egg, and we spawn from it by the hundreds.
That's amazing.
Now,
Usually there's
that's
only
our-
one, like chickens, there's only one that comes out of the egg, but you're like hundreds. It's got to be some powerful
Yes.
magic.
Yes. However, that's our only way of creation, and as the war has ended, our numbers begin to thin. If we're ever to replenish our numbers, we need the source of this magic, and the source of more dragon eggs.
How far have you and Braxis? Is Braxis your friend? How far have you traveled?
He blinks at you a few times.
We have traveled the continent.
This isn't your friend.
No.
Yeah, it seems like he actually ran away rather than helping out. I would have thought that he would help you, not get into this situation. This seems pretty bad, if we were about to kill you or something.
You.
What soft minds you have. This very moment, Braxis is returning to our base. He will gather reinforcements. They will come for me. Our numbers are already thin. They will not lose another one. Your town will be overrun by our steel. Unless you let me go.
Look,
Sounds like
last
an empty
time
threat to me.
last time we let Braxis go, he did not want to cooperate at all, and in fact, he ended up ambushing us. I don't know how much I can trust you. If we let you go, will you actually leave us alone?
I swear it.
Can
I
I detect
don't
whether or not
believe
he's lying?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that was a lie.
Then what do we do?
I think based on the way that he laughed before he said that, that was a lie.
If you want to try to detect lie, you can make me an insight check.
I would like to do that.
Yeah, make an insight check. That is a good one. I'm just waiting for his character sheet to load so I can roll a counter check, but that might not be in the dice today. I don't know. He seems kind of honest, right? That was a pretty honest report.
God damn it.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
You don't have to believe the checks. You don't have to believe the dice.
Okay, he's still tied up, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, I'm gonna start walking away, and yeah, we should talk amongst ourselves about what to do. And we should all just move out of hearing range, I suppose.
Tell Thoraxis if he tries to escape, he's dead. And I will keep an eye on him, like, wherever we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The creature plops down on the ground, its arms tied behind its back, and waits, seemingly calm.
Okay. So what are our options? We either let him go back, or I guess we have to kill him, or what do we do?
I was gonna wait to see if Braxis comes back. And if Braxis does come back, then we demand the Rod of Comfort, and we won't kill Thoraxis if we get the Rod of Comfort back. Because if Thoraxis' life is so valuable as he says, surely his life is worth the Rod of Comfort. And if his life is not worth the Rod of Comfort, then we kill Thoraxis.
Yeah, it sounds like if their numbers are dwindling and their lives are that valuable, that makes a lot of sense. I just worry what we're gonna be up against when they come back. Because we're not feeling too great, and we could really use some resting. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if time is on our side here.
Yeah, so I think one option is just like, as Braxis appears, if Braxis doesn't immediately do our bidding, kill Thoraxis and run away.
I think that's a pretty good way to get another round of wrath laid upon our town.
I don't know what the alternative is, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna wrath us anyway, so...
Like...
We could go, and I could invisibly follow behind, and we can scout.
That could work.
Wait, follow behind what?
Him, when I say back to whatever camp he's headed back toward.
I feel like he might be aware of that possibility. Because, like, he knows that we're magic users. He knows that invisibility spells exist. I don't know if he could do anything about it, but yeah.
It's true. We also don't know how far this camp is away, too, if we even have the tools to make it that distance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get that information out of Thoraxis, but it sounds like Thoraxis isn't gonna tell the truth.
Yeah, because we, like, can't trust anything that he says. Like, if we say, if you tell us where your camp is, we'll release you, like, he's just gonna lie.
And maybe they only hatch one boss dragon from the egg. Maybe it's not actually 100.
Yeah. I feel like that'd be extremely rare and difficult to do, though, because, like, a dragon would protect their eggs, like, hardcore, and it would take more than one draconian life to steal a dragon egg.
Okay.
It's just knowledge of, like, the rarity of dragons, like...
Super rare. Like, there are no dragons in this area at all.
Yeah, so I'm guessing the 100 per single egg is probably accurate.
Yeah.
They're rare, and...
Yeah, I don't see a better plan than what I said, I guess. I guess we could try getting more information out of him before Braxis returns, but yeah, I don't know.
We could hunt for a dragon, and then find an egg, and then threaten to drop the egg in case they don't give us the Rod of Comfort.
That's an easy plan.
Extremely chaotic.
Oh, goodness.
The local bandits are causing us trouble. Let's just break into the Pentagon and steal a super weapon to deal with the local bandits.
Yes. Look, Pearl doesn't really know much about dragons, so dragons might just be another simple forest creature, so...
Earl just became aware of dragons.
Yes.
Kyra, it's time to give me that perception check you were
Oh.
keeping an eye out for.
That means their camp is close, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know anything. He just asked her to roll perception. That's amazing.
Cool. There's nothing around. I'm just messing
You
with
know?
you.
All right, let's go back to Thoraxis and start questioning him some more.
The soft bodies have returned.
So nice to see you too, Thoraxis.
He shows off his pointy teeth.
Okay. So,
I'm waiting.
yeah, you know what? This is a
Yeah.
difficult situation, okay? You're gonna have to be patient, Thoraxis.
Look, okay, Thoraxis, if your life is as valuable as you say, then Braxis will be returning, and when Braxis returns, he will bring us the Rod of Comfort, and we will release you for your life. And if he does not give over the Rod of Comfort, you're dead. So, if you see Thoraxis, you better talk quick to make sure we don't kill you.
They would never give up the rod.
Not
Well,
even for your life?
You said your life is pretty valuable, right? Is your life less valuable than the rod?
Like looks back and forth and like tries to look up the river a little bit and hangs his head.
They'd never give it up. Not to you. It's not a matter of my life. It's a matter of their pride. Surrendering to soft body creatures like you?
Damn. Well,
Warm flesh and hair? Never.
you got anything else that will save your life?
I would gladly die for my kind.
Damn. Okay.
What if we try to make him talk?
Do you have the spell slots for a?
I do.
Damn. Charm person? Or. Hold on. What does that do? Doesn't that make Thoraxis like you a lot?
Yeah,
But-
well, he speaks common. Last time I tried this, it was a trog. It just hissed.
It did, didn't it? It just hissed at you.
Or we secretly use it on Braxis to make this transaction happen.
Well, okay. Yes, in concept, amazing. Braxis is probably not going to be coming back alone.
But if Braxis likes us and Braxis commands a bunch of trogs, then the trogs are not gonna. I mean, Braxis is not gonna command them to attack us. Or rather, not gonna command them to attack you, but me and Kyra, maybe.
Yeah.
So charm person and other charm type abilities are really fun and interesting to work with. They're not so much like you will do my bidding as it is like we sort of have a friendly relationship. But it's only friendly. So if you were to find yourself tied up with your three friends standing around looking at you, that might be a bit of an odd or awkward situation. So if you're going to charm him, it is still going to be like a role-playing-esque area that you'll be in. So if you like charm him, but then like tie him up and berate him and are mean to him, you might not get very much progress. At the same time, if you like charm him and set him free, there'll be a more equitable standing ground. You might have some more leverage to work with. Just think about, the charmed relationship similar to a friendship. If your friend is a guard at a bank, your friend's not going to let you into the vault. So charming someone isn't going to give you access to their everything, but then they'll treat you sort of like how a friend might. So maybe deep security stuff won't get revealed, but maybe other things can be argued for or negotiated, or it's going to be a a role-playing endeavor to get what you want. I
I
just
don't
want
like this plan.
It could be great. It could be wonderful.
I
How
think
long does
that
it
the
last
second
for?
we untie him,
Yeah,
it would get
he's
tricksy.
untying is no. I do not want to untie this fellow.
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, you can charm him while he's tied up, but just as a concept to think of it as like a friend. So if your friends had you tied up, how much you feel about that?
How long does it
to-
last?
Give us some context here. 1 hour.
Damn. I mean, if it lasts for an hour, we could charm Thoraxis and like ask Thoraxis to tell them that he was spared. It's just because he was gonna go get back the Rod of Comfort or something. Because if we
He already
send him
said
out,
that
charm
wouldn't be a
out,
thing.
then- What?
He already said that he would not agree to that or do that.
I don't know where to draw that line, I guess.
I think we should just wait for Braxis to return, and then, yeah.
If Braxis returns
See what
with an
happens.
army, what do we do? If it's like we cannot defeat this many things.
Kill Thoraxis and run.
Okay.
Well, with that in mind, I actually don't see a reason why we shouldn't at least try charming him, because if we're just going to kill him and run, that's the plan.
If you have the spell slots for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to save things for battle, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I have also a like second level spell slot to use any of the useful things if needed.
Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, I'm scared.
Okay.
Well, okay, so can we like take a no, we wouldn't be able to take a short rest. I'm guessing they might be close. Like it would be nice if we could like set up camp and try to sleep while someone stays guard, because we're all like half health, which is not great.
If you get a short rest, they get a short rest.
Well, it depends on what they decide to do. Like if they come
True,
back.
but if you have sufficient time for a short rest, then in theory they have sufficient time for a short rest.
Yeah.
But they might not be resting. They might be, running around.
And they bard music to make their rest super efficient
That's true.
and super restful.
Yeah. You guys want to go pull yourselves off the trail and make a camp?
No. No. It's not like evening, right? I want to like keep guard until evening at least.
Okay. Let's see. It is. This was the second day away from town when you ran into the Chompers, and then a few hours later you ran into the Draconians. So I think it is like mid-afternoon by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4th of May.
So you have.
according to my thingy.
So we've got a few hours before sundown. So you can move somewhere if you want, or you can chill just right here.
I think we should chill here because Braxis knows where to find us here.
Okay. So you guys can sit and rest.
I'm just trying to figure out like if we can like have some sort of advantageous position, because standing behind trees was kind of tricky last time. So I'm not sure if this is the best spot for a potential battle if that's coming up. Although I don't know what the alternatives are. Yeah, I don't know. Should we move somewhere else or?
I don't think there's any better position.
Okay. Well, at the very least, in that case, I'm gonna make sure that I'm in the far back somewhere. I want to be far away. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will be ready to, if I see anyone then I will shout out that I'll kill Thoraxis if they take any aggressive steps, and that I want to talk.
Okay. Easy peasy. So we are going to.
So are we taking the short rest?
Mm-hmm.
Can I feed Thoraxis just a little bit of rations, just little a snack?
Yes, you can.
Wait, do we have enough
it does
rations for
appear-
ourselves?
I have quite a bit.
Okay. But do we want
It
to
does
heal
appear
him though?
that
If
this-
we're
I'm just trying to be nice to our prisoner, especially if I have the and maybe future ulterior motive to establish niceness with him.
right.
This creature will eat the food that you offer. It appears that he does need food and sustenance to survive. So that is good.
We have him tied up and he just dies.
Right. Right. Yeah. So you feed him. No one comes back throughout the course of the evening. You don't see anyone coming by. There's no Braxis showing up, and you guys can just take yourselves a short rest. The night also passes uneventfully. Maybe a few false starts where you hear something in the woods, but it turns out to be nothing. Just the weird noises that come out of woods late at night, strange calls and shrieks and twigs snapping and the sound of something being murdered, but it's probably just local wildlife doing their thing. So you guys can wake up the next day along the riverside.
So do we get short rest?
Yes, short rest. You can all roll 1 hit die. And since you have a bard, I think you can augment that hit die with an extra d6.
Oh, neat.
I forget, are there any modifiers to that?
Constitution. So your con mod plus your hit die, which for you is a d10 plus the d6. So d10, d6, d3? No, just 3.
Yeah, my con is 3.
Oh, wait, hold on. How does this work? 6 of my hit points were temporary. And I still have temporary hit points. I guess I'm technically at 1 HP then. And then plus 8.
But your temporary hit points should be the things that you lost first.
I didn't lose
Oh,
my
but you got
temporary
second
points.
rallied. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You got re-rallied.
I'm trying to figure out what... So I was at 1. Okay, so that would put me at 9 actual health, plus 6 temporary.
Okay.
Okay. I got this. It's fine. Oh, you
So
can
you're
do
at-
this. Eh. How do you do that?
Was that 15 health then?
Yes, I can do math. There we go.
Sweet.
Okay.
Great.
You
in the
have-
morning?
All healed up. Your prisoner did not get good enough rest being tied up to actually regenerate hit points.
Cool,
Being
'cause I
tied
would've
up.
clonked him over the head to reduce him back if he did.
Yeah, being tied up and given a little bit of food and a little bit of water is enough to keep him from not becoming more fatigued, but is not enough to let him regenerate hit points. So there you go. What do you guys want to do? Wait longer?
I'm gonna talk to Thoraxis and kind of press him on the fact that he lied about getting rescued and ask him if he wants to do anything. Say anything to us to try and save his life. Because he's in kind of a bad spot right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you spare my life, I can tell you where there's a small fishing village, easy and ripe for the plucking, just out of range of our armies.
Oh goodness, Thoraxis, I don't think you understand us at all. Even though you think you're superior to us, you clearly have some education to go through.
Oh, fine then. I know a beautiful meadow filled with daisies and flowers that you can wind into crowns and prance around holding your hands in dresses, singing songs, and worshipping the fairies.
I shake my head in disappointment.
Okay.
I want to sit down next to Thoraxis and start playing like a beautiful song. My intent here is I don't think that he's probably ever enjoyed music or enjoyed anything, maybe. And so I just wanted to like try like introducing him to this concept of like meadows. Are they really that bad? And so maybe a song about meadows.
Wow. Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Wait, persuasion or performance?
Persuasion check,
Okay.
not performance check. I want to see how, how much you can. Oh, wow, it's a pretty good persuasion check. You play for Thoraxis, and at first the scales on him rise up a little bit, and you can feel the agitation in the air. But after 45 minutes, he settles down a little bit, listens to what you have to say. There's not much else to do, and he seems to relax into the situation. And after maybe an hour of playing, Thoraxis asks you,
Why do you care about such things?
I think that life is worth living because of these beautiful things. It's not all conquering and traveling, it's experiencing.
his head shakes as if it's a foreign concept.
To what end? Do these meadows produce gold? Iron?
Do, and those things are necessary to survive. But I don't know.
It brings you the stories, inspiration.
It adds flavor. It's the spice of life.
Pearl is fully captivated by the melodies and is feeling inspired right now.
And then you lure your enemies into a false sense of comfort in a meadow and ambush them?
No, it's just you in the meadow.
And then what?
You could take
To
a
what
nap.
end?
You could take a nap. Have you ever taken a nap in a meadow, Thoraxis? Oh, it's
There's no
lovely.
cover in a meadow. It's the worst place to nap.
Damn it, lizard brain.
He's trying, but it seems like these are foreign concepts.
Mm-hmm.
You'll eventually persuade out of him. He'll show off his aversion to this concept, and in the process let you know that, or inform you that his people were created specifically for the purpose of war, specifically for the purpose of conquering enemies, that they were raised is maybe not the right word, but corrupted from these good dragon eggs in order to conquer the rest of the world. And there is, by intention, no way for them to reproduce because they are soldiers only with a single life and nothing else to give, and that they're here for a very short period, and they're here for war, and that's all they really know.
Oh no.
They're not here for a good time, they're here for a short time.
He doesn't even know what his life expectancy is or lifespan is. Could be 30 years, could be 400 years. No idea.
Does he even care? Or is it
Yeah, there's a sense of self-preservation at the very least,
Right.
but still at like a focus on conquest, war, domination. It's all that these creatures have ever known.
So sad. This touches me. This breaks my heart as a bard who travels to see beautiful things and drink good wine. I pull out a flower because I carry flowers for my admirers, and hand it toward Thoraxis. And I'm like, have you ever looked at one of these up close?
No.
Take a look. Tell me what you see.
I see 7 leaves and an orange spot.
About the color. I don't know about their color ability to see.
It's orange.
And it's more like I'm bad at colors. I am Thoraxis when it comes to colors.
It is a rose.
Yeah, it's just like it's an orange thing with 7 leaves or petals. What's the difference between a petal and a leaf? Just the location on the stem.
Big mood.
This thing provides no nutritional sustenance or value. Although it smells funny. It might, with enough of these, you might be able to cover your scent when hunting.
You're right. That's such an astute observation. Now imagine, earlier you were considering, oh, there's no cover in a meadow. Here's your cover.
You smell different. You don't smell human. What are you?
He starts to like lean closer towards you and sniff at the air.
You smell delicious. What's mixed in there?
I'm gonna back up a little bit, but still keep the flower. It's the flower you're smelling. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna shoot my shot and try and cast Charm Person.
Okay. He gets to make a Wisdom saving throw, I believe, against your
Yes.
charm spell.
I don't like the way he wants to eat me.
Okay. So he gets a Wisdom save at advantage because he is a fancy-pantsy draconian and a magical creature that has advantage on saving throws versus spells and other effects.
Oh.
And a 13 is what he rolls. What is your saving throw, Tristel? What does he need to beat?
How would I know that?
It's on the spells tab of your character sheet, like the upper right corner or something near the top.
Kyra
Wisdom
laughs and
saving
is
throw.
confused by the presence of a spell slot on her character sheet.
It just says Wisdom saving throw.
Spell save DC on at the top of your character sheet, like next to the
Oh.
spells tab up here. 14. Yes, so he fails both of his saves and is successfully charmed. Well done.
Do you have any siblings or friends I could try?
I'm gonna ignore this. And just kind of like wave the flower in front of his face. Would you like to see a meadow sometime? You know, life isn't all about war. We could show you.
What is the purpose of life if not to slay your enemies, conquer lands, murder people, drink wine, and eat meat?
Pearl is gonna scooch up next to Kyra and kind of whisper in her ear, I don't know which one is charmed right now.
I will agree with you on the drinking wine part. Actually, let's focus on that. Imagine drinking wine surrounded by this beautiful smell that covers you. You don't have to worry about being ambushed. You can just drink wine undisturbed. Have you ever experienced that?
Never. Our supplies have always been short. We've had to raid village after village just to quench our thirsts. Unlimited wine. That does sound like a good goal.
Doesn't it? I'm gonna take my water skin and like pour some water into his mouth. You seem thirsty. Are you thirsty?
He will greedily gulp it down, and in between slurps, mumble out, "Yeah." So thirsty.
You know, for all this talk about being so thirsty and always having to pillage villages, so we actually have lots of wine, and I'd love to share it with you.
I'm waiting. I would happily drink your wine.
Well, the thing about wine is it's always better with friends, am I right? There's nothing better than drinking with your comrades.
That's true. It's not the same to drink alone. It's when the dark thoughts come.
We definitely don't want those. How about this, Thoraxis? I think we should drink wine. In fact, I personally have a relationship with an innkeep who provides me a seemingly infinite supply of wine, so I could get wine for you and your comrades. But first, I need to know, how many do I need to prepare wine for?
You sneaky fox. Hold on.
Our Baz and Tabaxi number 50 each-ish. Maybe another 10 Civacs and 10 Bozaks.
Well, we have plenty of wine for that number. Have you ever had an infinite supply of wine, Thoraxis? Have you ever been able to drink your heart's fill?
Only once during the war when we captured a brewery. And even then, after we had taken it and drunk our fill, our commander came by, put us on latrine duty, and gave the rest of the brewery to the human warriors in the army.
That is heartbreaking. You should be able to drink as much good wine as you want. You know, I think your village's days of pillaging wine is over. This is a crime against living. You know what? I will make it my duty to deliver wine for all of your people as soon as I can. Where should I be delivering this?
Hold on one moment. Making my notes.
Our base of operations is far from here, up near the apex of the mountain. We're only here because that useless Braxis failed over and over again to recover your rod of comfort, losing most of his trogs in the process. Pitiful, useless Braxis.
He doesn't seem like an efficient leader, that's for sure. And I'm gonna pour more water down his throat.
Mm-hmm. We're many days from our base of operations.
Many days. Oh, you must be so hungry. Also feed him a little bit more food. Well, I suppose you'll be able to wait then. If it takes a while to get the wine, I hope you understand.
He bobs his head up and down for a moment, and that is when we will have a surprise attack roll from the other side of the river. An arrow sails. Not at any of you three, but at Thoraxis.
Oh.
With advantage, because this is a not seen surprise attack, a 19 will hit Thoraxis square in the chest. 9 piercing damage.
Damn.
Killing the Draconian,
Thoraxis, no.
who turns
we get the
to stone.
Fuck out of here.
The arrow
What?
embedded in his body, the entire creature becomes a petrified statue. And as you guys look to the other side of the river, you can see the one Kapak poking out from behind a tree. Oops, right over here. Who immediately begins to run away as soon as the arrow lands.
Damn.
Alright, we're getting
but
the
I-
fuck out of here right now.
Thoraxis,
Iris.
no!
Kyra's warrior instincts kick in, and we're going. I pull both of you up to your feet if you're sad about Thoraxis. I'm
As
like,
As I'm being,
we're
as I'm
fucking.
being pulled away, I
Thoraxis.
leave the room on his stone body.
Did it also turn all of the equipment to stone, including backpack stuff? I don't know if we actually took any of the items. They did drop the
Oh,
weapons.
yeah, I did disarm him. I did take the chainmail.
Right.
It is just its body that turns to stone. Its gear remains geared on it.
Okay.
But I guess there's no gear on it at this moment. So the ropes that tie its hands are still ropes. Yeah.
Shit.
But you can
Okay.
grab your allies and begin to run.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I'd be sure to pick up since the chain is extremely rare in this world, so I want to make sure to take that.
Yeah, as
To
long
loot his
as you
poor body.
can carry the
enemy.
extra weight.
Yeah, let me.
You
drop
don't
some
want to get
shit.
slowed down.
Yeah, how heavy is it?
I'm looking right now. Chain shirt.
20 pounds.
Okay.
I'm pretty light right now too, so I could also help carry.
Yeah, if you have 20 pounds of shit that you can carry.
Yep.
I don't see anything else happening across the river. It seems to be quiet now, or...
Yeah, the one Kapak took a shot and then used the rest of its action that round to run away. Or the rest of its movement that round to run away. So,
Does Thoraxis have any rings, or a necklace, or any minor little trinkets?
no.
Okay.
We want to unequip this chain shirt? Or, I don't know.
The chainmail, that was me typing. Sorry.
No, that's cool. Alright, so you can take off. You are not encumbered with the additional chain shirt. And the whoops, wrong buttons. The party flees. Heading towards town? Or deeper
towards-
into the woods and mountains?
But
Well, we
wait,
know
so-
where they're
so
at now.
How
We're
did
definitely not equipped.
how did Thoraxis turn into stone? How did that process happen? Was it arrow hits, dies, and then after turns to stone, or is it more
It's like
we don't
arrow hits, party looks up and around trying to find the source of the attackers, and by the time you look back at Thoraxis, the creature is petrified with its head cocked to the side, with an arrow sticking out of its chest.
Okay. I was thinking, do we know if Thoraxis is actually dead, or if Thoraxis is just petrified? I guess we
Dunno.
might not know.
Don't know. And
Okay,
I might
do
be
we-
lying to you with these little blurbs that pop into chat.
What?
I don't want to
But you
start
guys-
questioning that.
No, I probably wouldn't have time. But yeah, we should probably just leave. I'm guessing
Yeah,
we would
I-
head back to town.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
back
we're
to town.
pretty weary.
Great. Party is a day and a half out from town. You can begin to return. Why don't we take our first break, and we'll come back on the other side with a little bit more Embers of the Wilds.
All right, sounds good. See you all on the other side of the break.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Embers of the Wilds. Do we hear it? Do we hear the rumblings of a beast?
Maybe?
It's happening a moment ago. There it is.
Kitty cat ASMR.
Hell yeah.
All right. You guys are heading out, I believe, back to town? Or did you change your minds?
I think we changed our minds. I think we're going to either follow the footsteps of Braxis or the archer, whoever's easier to follow.
Well, you'll have to cross the river to do it, but it
no.
is doable.
Yeah, I
don't
think I
wanna
want to
cross the
get out
river.
of there first, like go like 5 minutes south, just to make sure that like nobody's actively ambushing. Wait like 15 minutes and then go back north.
Perfect.
I want to look for like stepping stones or somewhere I can cross without touching the water on the way there.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. You're gonna need.
It's kind of promising over here, you know? I can see 3 little rocks. Maybe.
If you go further downriver, you will find a spot where you can jump from rock to rock to rock to make it across. It's only going to take you a DC 7 acrobatics check. Real easy.
yeah.
Real easy.
I've never had bad rolls. This is fine.
Ever.
Athletics? Or... No, wait, acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Yeah, DC 7. Whew. Okay. You make it across.
Okay, good.
It's fine.
All right.
You don't get wet at all. It's fine.
Pearl is going to look
everyone else can-
unreasonably happy to be on the other side of the river.
Everyone else can tromp through the water nice and easily, happily, dry off their boots on the other side, and start heading upriver. So you guys, after going down 5 minutes, crossing, waiting 15 minutes, and heading back up north, will come to the same spot that you are now, but on the other side of the river, where you can attempt to locate the footprints of your enemies. In the process, you will see the spot where you were camped, and you will see that Thoraxis is no longer there. He is gone.
Oh.
His corpse is gone, is more apt to say.
Wait, that's really weird.
And then- yeah.
Just dust in the wind.
Do we see any remnants? Like, does it look like...
Give me a perception check if you want to investigate it.
Yeah.
I do.
See. With the 18, Freya, you will see that where Thoraxis was is just a large pile of dust. The pile of dust was not there before and will not be able to sustain itself in the winds of this area for very long. You can see it slightly being blown away already. But it appears the statue has crumbled to dust. There's a little bit of rope left where that had tied its hands previously that just sits in the pile.
Damn.
That is not an appropriate place. That's the keyboard.
Looks like Thoraxis is turned to dust.
That's the keyboard. I don't know if I'm typing on anything. I'm gonna tab away from Roll20 to be sure. Buddy. Okay.
It'd be like that.
Is this like what dealing with Pearl is like?
You're gonna have to ask Lydia about that.
Hey.
All right. Time to follow these draconian footprints. So, why don't we get a survival check from whoever's got the best survival check in the party
2.
to follow these people?
I don't know what.
3.
2.
2.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Damn.
Well,
Very good. That'll
is-
carry the party.
Perfect. You pick up the draconian footprints. You can follow these like claw marks in the soft grasses. It's been hot and dry for a long time, so no water has come through to disrupt these footprints, and you can track them. You can see that they are heading, well, on this map it looks like north, but ultimately they are headed west towards the mountain in the middle of the forest.
Well, I think we want to follow until our rations say that we have to turn back or something happens. Does that sound
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, I think so.
And then tell me if we have to take a rest, because I want to do things if we rest.
Well, before you even get a chance to get to a nice resting spot, you will see the tracks. You will see the draconians in the distance taking a rest. It appears that you have managed to catch up to them, and you will spot the two of them, the Baz and what he called a Kapak, hanging out, sitting down, both of their backs to trees. It looks like they've got a recently dead rabbit in their hands, and one of them's got the back haunches, one of them's got the front haunches. They've managed to peel the fur back and roll it almost like the wrapper on a burrito to kind of pull out a little bit more rabbit and just munch on it as they curl the fur
God, it's brutal.
Did we establish before that he did have the Rod of Comfort with him?
No,
Okay.
that was never quite established.
Okay. Well, we're going after him anyway, so...
So what is can we see them from afar right now, and they're just hanging out, and they haven't spotted us?
Correct.
And
with that natural 20 on their survival check, you guys definitely spot them well before they spot you.
And we see that it's likely Braxis and who?
The copper-colored one that you had fought earlier, the archer, the
Poison
Kapak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kyra is thirsty for Braxis. Holy fuck.
Well,
I can invisible and slit one of their throats.
I was
Hell
thinking.
yeah, Kyra's all for this plan.
I kind of want a scorching ray, the other one, just out of nowhere, just blast the non-Braxis one.
Yeah, remember that one explodes in poison, so don't be near it when it dies.
I'm gonna
it's a
be
good
far
one,
away,
floating
but
real
as soon as
far.
we are in range for that, I think I want to cast scorching ray because I'm kind of angry at these now.
Yeah,
I don't know if I have the
do you wanna-
spell slots for invisible. Oh, I do.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So using our knowledge of the previous poison explosion, are they far enough apart that if Tristel was standing next to Braxis and the other one exploded, would she be in the blast radius?
Ooh, that is a great question. So I've described them as sitting with backs to different trees. Let me
Yeah.
get us a little battle map here, and then we can figure out their exact positionings, because that could be hella useful.
I do also have incredibly high acrobatics, so I can slit and do a backflip away.
Let's see. We want these two dudes over here. So where you spot them, they're going to be like this, which will put them actually a little bit too far away to be... I will put you on a map in just a moment, but they are going to be more than 10 feet apart.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's go for the Invis Scorching Ray plan.
Well, what do we do first? Because I was thinking I was
so-
just going to do it out of pure anger at this point and just murder whichever one is not Braxis immediately.
Oh damn, if you want to go that hard, then sure. If you want to roleplay that. But Kyra's plan, if Pearl doesn't immediately go off, is to have Tristel invis throat slash one, and you demolish the other at the same time.
So this is going to be our battle map. You guys are over here. You were headed up on the map. And you can spot them across this ravine and then up the next hill in what appears to be maybe a game trail that switches back up the mountainside, or up the hillside, I should say. We're not quite at the mountains.
Oh, is this actually going up no, not the big mountain, or?
Not the big mountain, but you're moving in that direction, so the terrain is getting more inclement and more of an incline.
Okay,
Okay.
let's take these suckers out.
Although the ravine makes this kind of difficult and tricky. Actually, what range are we at right now then? Wait, that's Tristel. Okay, from the edge, 144. Whoa, where's... Let's see. Okay, my range is 120.
Can we go east or west, or I don't know what direction is, or left and right to see. Or actually, like, if we go left or right a decent ways, then we can climb up the ravine without worrying about making too much noise.
Okay.
And
I don't have to worry about that
Yeah.
regardless, I think. Because I have climbing speed, right?
Yeah, I
I
have.
want to be.
Well, I have to get up close in Vizzy first, so I have to like coordinate one. But I'll need to be quiet during all that, no matter which bridge we take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so plan is, so I want to be on the other side of the ravine to be able to come in and help.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Then, Tristel tries to invis and goes in. If they fail their stealth and people start reacting, Pearl should just fire immediately. Otherwise, wait for commotion of throat stabbing.
Yeah, I think that sounds, yeah. So like I can ready my attack and just be ready for like, if they spot us, my attack will go off immediately.
Yeah.
So if you have a martial attack, you can do that. If I understand correctly, when you ready a spell, it can only be held for 1 round, maybe?
Okay.
Let me double check that. It's been a while since we've had somebody ready a spell. When you ready a spell, you cast it as normal, but hold its energy, which you release with your reaction when the trigger occurs. To be ready to spell must have a casting time of 1 action, and holding on to the spell's magic requires concentration. Oh, okay. No, I don't. So as long as you maintain concentration, it can continue. Okay, I don't think you have to do it the next round. I think I was mistaken.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that
then I
plan
think, I guess in my case, I can just make my way over to like this tree or something. And then I'll be in range and I can sit and be ready from there.
Yep, you should have no problem getting there. Autumn, you were going to invis and sneak on over.
Yes.
And Kyra, what are you doing?
I want to be within 90 feet so I can get there in a round and then half movement, or like dash, then be able to attack next round.
Excellent. And are you going to cut across right here, or are you going to do the like going up and down the ravine looking for
No,
a
going
good
up and
place?
down the ravine to make sure we're not heard, because I have loud, clanky armor. I don't want to risk that. And we have time, so.
Yeah.
Are you gonna lick my mouse pad, buddy?
Cast beyond something.
Oh. Ready, here we go.
And on the ravine. Do 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 do.
So let's get. Why don't you give me an athletics check, Kyra, to represent how quickly you can find a spot that you can climb up within a reasonable distance. All right, so this means you're going to have to go quite a ways to find a good crossing spot. And by the time you cross, well, we'll deal with you in just a moment. Tristel, you can cross right around here-ish because you don't have the loud, clanky armor. So will you make me...
No.
You're invisible, so you don't... So make me a stealth check at advantage. Ooh. Oh, thank God it's at advantage. Okay. You have to stand up in plain view of them, but luckily you're invisible and they won't notice you. Pearl, you have a climb speed. We don't need no checks from you. Nice and easy. Pearl and Tristel, while you're waiting for Kyra to like get back to you after looping kind of far around, you see the 2 monsters have finished their rabbit and are getting up and getting ready to go again, while Kyra is still making her way here.
Well, I was ready to attack this one as soon as I saw it, like, starting to leave. So I guess...
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go?
Yep, yep.
All right. Kyra, you're gonna be out of range.
Wait, where's Tristel
For
right
the
now
entire
then?
fight? Or
Like by you.
Yeah, because combats are like 6-second rounds, so even if it lasts for 10 rounds, that's only 1 minute, and you're definitely more than a minute away.
Shit. Okay.
So you get to chill.
Okay.
Pearl.
So, wait, do I do the D20? Should I have done that when readying or when casting?
When casting, when it
Okay.
is finally released.
Okay.
So it's time
there we
for D20.
That one's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna blast Scorching Ray. All 3 rays on this one. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Oh geez, how does this
Does
work?
that require 3 attack rolls?
Loading.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Okay.
Loading.
Okay. What kind of
Make
attack
me-
roll do I do, actually? How does this work?
A ranged spell attack. So it's going to be a D20 plus your spell attack modifier, which you can find on the spell section of your sheet.
Actually, can I
spell
just
attack
click
bonus.
that and then
I don't know.
D20 plus my
Oh, yeah, there you go.
modifier plus proficiency?
worked.
Yeah, okay. So 3 of those are...
Great. Roll it twice more.
Oh, that was so
Okay.
damn it.
17, 9, and 7. Ooh. 2 of the rays will streak towards the creature, one striking the hillside below it, the other striking the bush beside it. The third ray, or first ray, depending on your perspective, strikes the monster itself. Roll me
Even without
damage.
armor?
7.
Yes, their AC is not less than 10. Well, hold on. This is a ranged spell attack. I think you probably have an advantage on these because they don't see it coming.
Okay, roll 3
Right,
more
you
and
have-
then match up in the same order? Or...
Yeah, so, well, 17 is the first one. We don't need to roll advantage for that. Actually, you should because you might roll a 20.
Yeah.
And then we'll re-roll 1 for the 9 and re-roll 1 for the 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hit.
Hell yeah.
Actually, the 13 is a miss. Sorry. Yeah, you were off by
Do they have like
1.
+4 dex or +3 dex?
They're pretty good.
Damn.
These guys, yeah. So you will hit twice for 6 and 7 damage. This does not make a difference here, so it will take 6 and 7, which is 13, and you will see its life wither away, but not
Damn it.
quite dissipate.
close.
You got so close. And it is time to roll initiative for the 2 of you here.
Hecky.
Oh, right. Initiative.
Ooh.
I think I forgot to click on my person.
We will get you in here anyway. Turn 21.16. All right. You are first, Tristel.
Wait, I thought I was...
No, Pearl.
Pearl?
I lied. Pearl.
How much health is that? Should I just firebolt? Or should I magic
Oh
missile
yeah.
at this
Oh
point?
yeah. Well, let's see.
Okay, I think I'll just firebolt. Just continue hurling fire at that thing.
Do it.
And that's a spell attack again, I guess. 15.
15 hits.
Hell yeah.
Roll
2 damage, but I'll need that cantrip surge first.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Today could be your lucky day. No, not yet.
Wow.
It's been so many times.
Yeah.
We tested it extensively. It definitely works. It's just there's only a 5% chance of it happening. So
Only
good luck
5,
thus
yeah.
far. Yeah. You do 2 damage to the monster. I hope you feel proud.
Not really, but it's fine.
Tristel, please take your turn.
Okay, so I'm pretty far away. So
Still invisible.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sorry, I should shut up. Okay, no more. I'm just gonna mute myself.
yeah, I am still invisible. So I mean, I'm just gonna move in closer.
Yeah, totally.
I think I'm too far away to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could...
You can. Sorry.
Yeah, dash would get you closer if you want to, but I don't know, No, dashing does not actually make you faster. You
bonus?
just spend more time doing movements.
Right.
Okay.
You just spend more time taking the same action.
I was thinking if it would make a sound if you sprint or whatever.
I see. See, I'm taking a look at my cantrips real quick. Yeah, I'm too far away to really do anything. Oh, actually... okay, I'm... No. I've taken my turn.
Okay. Braxis will take their turn as well. You don't see it on the overlay. It's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. So Braxis sees you coming, lets out a snapping order in a language that you guys don't understand, and runs behind this hill somewhere, and you lose sight of him.
Oh.
The other creature, the archer, hops to their feet, and more or less does the same thing, running back behind this bit of cover. And being lost from sight. Pearl.
Okay, I want to find Kyra. I probably know what direction she went off
Yeah,
in,
she's
right?
just down the canyon this way. You can't see that. This way, somewhere.
Right. Yeah, I'm a
She's
little
been
scared
looking
to
for
like
a good crossing
engage
spot.
without Kyra. So I don't know. I might just wait for Kyra to make it here.
Okay.
Maybe I'll move up to the next tree or something. I think
Great.
that's-
Tristel?
Keep moving on forward.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Slowly but surely.
Okay. You are both probably. Maybe Tristel might have a hard time seeing this because they're going to be on a high ground. But you will see both creatures coming in a run on all fours, sort of like dogs. They're... Ooh, actually, that's not going to work. He's got the bow. No, it's fine. Their weapons are stowed, so it'll work fine. They are on all fours, running and using their wings as like a little bit of extra momentum to speed themselves along at a faster movement rate of 40 feet instead of 30 feet. Come around the corner and begin to run up the hill like this, with Braxis in the front and the Capic right behind him.
Wait, where's the initiative tracker?
Ooh, it got lost. There it is.
Okay, so it's my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, well, I should still be in range for that thing, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
The question is, can you see... Are you on the ground or are you in a tree
In
here?
the tree.
Okay, so last round you hopped out of the tree, climbed up this one.
Yep.
And you didn't take a shot, so you had extra movement to climb all the way to the top of the tree. Perfect, yeah. So you can see them from your tree spot.
Okay, cool. I will hurl in a little bit of firebolts. That is a bad firebolt, so never mind. An attempt was made. Oh, jeez.
Tristel, you are on the low ground, so you
I
can't
am.
quite see them.
I will start describing where they are. And
How much effort does it take for me to get like up a ridge as opposed to like going around?
It's much faster to go around.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Which way do you want to go? Left or right?
This right way. But I took my movement already. I'm not that fast.
Okay.
I should have used Tides of Chaos for that firebolt.
Perfect. The creatures will continue their escape, moving as quickly as possible. Which, since they've got base speed 40 when they're running on all fours, they can go 80 and around. So that one will go here. This one will go here. Yeah. Pearl. What's the range of your firebolt? Is it 120 feet?
I think it's 120. Yeah, but I can use feline agility. So I think
That'll make your move speed 60.
yeah. So can I like make my way over here then?
It's going to be cutting it close if you have some vertical distance to go. But yeah, to 55, I think that's fine. You can take 5 feet of like leaping out of your tree.
Okay.
And then some of this.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna go get my zoomies and just zoom all the way over there. And this time I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos because I want that thing dead. So
Advantage on the attack roll.
Yep.
And give me that check.
wait, what check? Oh,
The regular stability check.
Right. It's fine.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, wow, wow.
One day.
All right. Firebolt with advantage.
Critical hit for
Damn.
2 damage, right? 2 ones in a row?
There we go.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ, this firebolt.
It hit the Kapok. It dies in a burst of fire, and acid spills around it in 10 feet in all directions. These creatures are aware of one another's death mechanics and definitely maintain a 10-foot distance during march, so that one will not, destroy the other. But we do have a pool of acid right here as the Kapok dies.
Oh, nice.
Tristel.
Let's see.
That's quite the trek.
Really, I'm just, yep.
Yep.
Boop.
Where is Kyra at this point? Is Kyra about to return soon? Or...
No, Kyra's many
Oh, no.
minutes away, and each of these combat rounds is only 6 seconds, so far, far away for our purposes. Tristel keeps moving. A little bit at a time.
Okay, I'm
Baz
unmuting
direct-
myself just because I'm really frustrated at this. You've been moving 30 feet for the past 2 rounds. You can move 60.
Move 4? How?
You can take the dash action on your turn to take another move.
I didn't. Well, I could have been doing that. I don't know that it would have helped us a whole lot, but no, I feel like feel free because I don't always know all the rules of the game, so feel free to shout stuff like that. I don't know that it would have helped us, but I'll take the extra 30 now
Do it, yeah.
because I haven't taken any action. Yeah, I doubt it would have helped, but
So you are there. You are there. Our Baz Draconian will go around this corner, and you will once again lose sight of him on the high ground. Kapok is dead. Pearl takes a turn.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move up to this tree, I think. Yeah. So make my way over there.
Alrighty, Tristel.
I'm so bad at. Oh my god. Controlling on the map. Boom. Boop, 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 boop.
Perfect. Pearl, it's your turn again.
Oh geez, this is where it gets a little spicy. I don't really know what's beyond this hill. Or have I seen anything? Because I saw Braxis somewhere here, didn't I? And I used to be in a tree. I don't know how much I've seen of this area.
Yeah, you had seen him come up here and curve around this corner, and then lost him.
Okay.
The monster could have, could be anywhere at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I will climb up this little cliff, but I don't know. Can I climb carefully and peek above the cliff to see what I see before I just march into a trap or something?
Yeah, absolutely. You can climb at half speed to go nice and carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Is your climb speed 30?
I
What is
think
your climb
it's
speed?
20. I can check.
Okay, that makes sense. So with a 20-foot climb speed, you can move up here and get most of the way to the top of this thing and kind of peer around and give me a perception check.
Wait.
10. Yeah, you don't see anything. You see some trees, you see a lot of trunks going around, some more rocky cliffs and whatnot. Braxis could be around here somewhere. He could be hiding in a tree or behind something, but most of the area looks pretty clear.
Do I have any movement left?
No, I think you have to use most of your movement to climb because this is like a 25-foot cliff.
Okay.
So you can Yeah, I think you get to the top and that's about it.
Okay, am I like hanging on the edge, or am I standing on the...
I think your like head is up on the ledge looking around.
Okay. Yeah.
Tristel?
Ooh, it's a little yucky over here. Might be safer to try and scale this.
Then walk through the acid pool?
Yeah.
All right. You do not have a climb speed, so I'm going to need you to make me an athletics or acrobatics check to climb this in a hurry.
I will make an acrobatics check.
Excellent. You begin your ascent. It'll take a couple of rounds for you. That is, however, when Braxis takes their turn and is going to hop out from behind this tree, do a bit of a run to the ledge here.
Well, I'm invisible.
And then, ooh, you're right. You are totally invisible. So Braxis will... Oof. Probably... No, probably... Yeah, I think we'll move all the way up to Pearl in like a dead sprint, but this time not on all fours. Once again, Braxis is bipedal and has come over, drawn a weapon, and is standing above you at the cliff. If you pull yourself up, you will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Wait, when approaching?
So if you're climbing up a cliff ledge, to get to standing on the cliff, you kind of have to like lean over and pull yourself up.
I thought opportunity attacks was only when you were like leaving someone's range.
It's when you're leaving someone, but also situations where you're going to be like especially exposed.
Right.
So in a situation where you have to like pull yourself up while they're standing above you with a weapon, that would create an attack of opportunity. Or if you like, I don't know, what would be another great example? If you're in the like middle of combat where someone's squaring off with you and then they like turn around and just start like holding a conversation with someone at random, that would be another opportunity where you could like an opening is presented to you and you get an attack of opportunity. Mostly it's when you leave threatening range, but there are some other options for that.
Okay, but like, can I like shimmy to the side and then climb up out of range? Actually, what weapon is Braxis holding? Because some of them have range.
He's got his pole arm,
Damn it.
his halberd. Yeah.
That one is long.
If you were to shimmy to the side, you would be leaving attack range, which would provoke an attack of opportunity. You could drop straight down to the ground below you. That would not provoke an attack of opportunity, but shimmying left or right or climbing all the way over would. It's difficult to climb up on cliffs that are defended.
You
can do it. You can do it.
You know, I'm tempted to jump.
You got 15 hit points. How much
yeah.
damage can you really do?
I'm tempted to do a backflip into a tree, but last time I tried to jump into a tree, it didn't go very well. So I don't know. I'm a little scared of doing that. But would that, like, if I did that, if I hopped backwards, like pressing out from the cliff into the tree behind me, like, would that provoke an attack of opportunity, or am I like too far away, or is it like, am I going to provoke it no matter what?
If you drop down, you won't provoke it because you'll be moving very quickly all of a sudden, like you'll be falling. I think if you spring backwards, you would be like putting yourself at an even more easy to hit position. So that would be like the normal walk away from a creature. You could use your action to disengage. That would definitely not provoke an attack of opportunity no matter what you did. Unless you climbed forward again. I don't know.
It's a tricky situation.
The safest bet is a disengage, climb down, or just a straight drop down.
But dropping down, I would take fall damage, right?
Yeah, you're about 20 feet up, so you take d6 falling damage. Yeah.
Shit. Okay, but hold on. So, how much movement do I have if I disengage? No, wait, I can't use feline agility at this point.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so after climbing down,
It's about 20 feet down, so it would take your whole climb action to climb down because your climb speed is only 20.
and then I have
Yeah.
10 feet of movement left, or how does that work?
That would just be the end of it. If you use all of your climb movement, then you've used all of your movement.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll just disengage in that case because it's too dangerous for me to do otherwise, I think.
Disengage and scramble down the cliff.
Yep.
Tristel, you
I'm-
are invisible.
I'm going to be pressed against the wall. I want to be slim and flush.
All right. Tristel, you had made your climb check last round, and you can scramble to the top of the thing this round and pull yourself all the way up. Now, that's pretty much all you're going to be able to do, though, because it's a nice tall climb for you. And you didn't spill your wine on the way, so it takes extra focus.
Right, my token is a wine glass, and I love that. I just love the idea of me balancing this while I'm doing all these crazy things.
Braxis moves to the cliff, looking down at you, Pearl, and growls at you. You! Strange cat girl! Where are your friends? Have they abandoned you? Are you now the prey of Braxis?
Look, I came out here to make amends.
So he will chat for the round, taking his action, readying an attack, but like talking at you. Pearl, it's your turn. You're at the bottom of the cliff. You are out of
Okay.
range.
All right. Braxis, clearly a lot of your people are dying. Your friend just turned to stone, and I'm guessing one of your minions killed them, but you know very well that your kind are low in numbers right now. Is this really the smart thing to do, to battle with us? We keep killing you. Why? What does this give you?
How do you... Thoraxis, that coward! Spilling detailed information. It's a good thing he's dead.
Why?
And if you know these things, you're next.
Oh, no.
And that is Tristel's turn.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go up to him and try to stabby stab.
All right. Give me an attack roll at advantage with both of your daggers as you double murder him. Oh my god. Yes, and they also have advantage, so please roll twice more just to make sure you don't roll natural 20s accidentally. Okay. Whew. You stab the crap out of him. Go ahead and roll me damage for each dagger.
Damn.
Oh, so that'd be 2d4.
+3. 8 points of damage. Your daggers cut into Braxis, rending his flesh. The scales rip apart from his body. He gives a shriek in surprise as you become visible. But his ready attack was for if Pearl came up the cliff, not if someone appeared behind him and made an attack at him. So his ready attack does not go off, but he does take his turn. The Draconian will drop his halberd, try to grab you and throw you off the ledge. So if that's like a move over here and push,
Damn.
or if it's like a grab you and move you to the side, either way it's going to be his athletics versus your athletics or acrobatics. I keep saying-
Acrobatic, always.
Go for it. Braxis will roll an 11. Ooh, but you will roll a natural 1 as Braxis hurls you off the cliff. Ah! You will fall and take 2d6 damage. Kyra, it's been a while since you've got to roll something since you're not in combat. Would you roll me 2d6 falling damage? Oh.
Oh wait, sorry, that was me.
Oh, okay. Kyra, would you roll the 2d6?
Better than mine, please.
Yeah.
Oh no, not like that.
Braxis chuckles.
Where did you come from? Pearl.
Do I see Brax? Like, can I hit Braxis from here?
You back up 10 feet, you can.
Wait, Braxis is not holding any weapons right now, right?
No, he dropped his weapon so he could do this.
Okay.
Me off the cliff.
Ah, jeez. Oh no.
And that one.
I
Incredible.
I love it.
This is very difficult.
You can do it, Pearl.
I
You're a
don't
game
know if I
developer.
can.
You've trained your whole life for this moment.
You know, that doesn't make me a gamer, okay?
Oof. What is a game?
Love.
Okay. I mean, I'm trying to figure out if I should get up there or if I should not, because I could kick down the weapon and move out of the way. No, that's going to trigger an attack of opportunity and Braxis can bite, and that's not fun times. Okay. I guess I'll back up to movement. Kind of want to go sort of behind the tree. That
Yeah.
should be fine, right? So I have some sort of cover.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
You can also, like, back up here, take your shot, and then move if you want. So
Oh yeah, you can do
wherever
that
you
too.
want to be.
But I might as well take my shot from here, I guess.
Sure.
Um.
He is on the edge of the cliff, totally exposed. You can see his hand is going for his short sword at his side, or his battle axe, one of the two. Take your action.
Oh no, I don't know what to do. If I should firebolt or if I should magic missile.
The way you got to roll a cantrip surge or a
Yeah.
surge, so it's gonna be exciting.
Okay. I think that the problem is that Pearl doesn't actually want to kill Praxis. That's why this is a very difficult thing. And I can't do non-lethal magic missiles, right?
No way.
I think I'll just do a firebolt, I think.
Okay.
I'll just
Just make a roll.
I don't know. This is tricky.
Pearl
Okay.
is gonna maybe lose her turn in
Okay,
deliberation.
there we go.
as cats do.
Firebolt. I rolled it, and the cantrip surge. There we go. It's fine. I did a thing.
It's stable. Without his armor on, Braxis's AC is only 11.
Oh,
So
damn.
the firebolt will hit, bursting flame over his scaly body for 5 points of damage. I keep saying he, but this is a species that has but one form. They are not in male or female form. It is just they. I should be using neutral pronouns here. Braxis will take the firebolt over its body. Crispy,
Hell.
burning Tristel.
Am I within dagger throwing range?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you take a step back, you can throw your daggers. And I think last session, I said you can only throw one in a round, but I think you can actually throw two in a round. But the second one still has your offhand penalty of no bonus to the damage roll.
Piercing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a step back and do the old toss.
Alrighty.
Oh, jeez.
14's gonna be a hit, and 9 is gonna be a miss. Roll us that
Okay.
damage for the 14. 5 is
Oh,
enough. The dagger will hit Braxis
Oh,
in the
jeez.
body. Braxis will turn to stone and topple off the cliff, where he shatters into a million pieces when he hits the ground. All that is left of him is his bag and his weapons and his belt.
Gosh.
Hell yeah.
We did it! Oh my gosh.
Pearl's gonna wince and just run over and be like, Praxis, no! and then just crouch down over the pile of rubble.
Unfortunately, your only friend in the world is dead now.
Oh no.
Friend, he was not.
I really wanted him to be our friend. Why would he keep attacking us? Why was he so stubborn and mad? And I really wish we could be friends. I really wish we could save Braxis. I really wish we could do just something.
They were born for war. And this
Yeah.
one, I don't know that we could turn. He seemed to be, as they say, a bad egg.
Okay.
He did not dream of wine, only war.
Pearl is gonna sit down next to the rubble and lean against the wall and try not to cry, but still cry anyway, because she has a lot of feelings.
Eventually, Kyra will come and find you guys.
I'm so
I'm
bad.
gonna
Like, what the
cry
heck
too.
happened?
I'm gonna cry too because I actually almost cried earlier when Thoraxis died, just because it's sad.
Well, to help wipe away your tears, you can open Braxis's bag and find silver coins, copper coins, some rations, and a rod of comfort.
Damn. What a comforting
We
item.
did it.
Mm-hmm. You guys can, whoever wants to grab it, you can get 80 copper coins and 20 silver coins.
I will grab those, thank you.
All yours.
I'm too distressed to find items and pick up anything.
I'm rich.
I don't have
I'm
income.
fine.
All right.
The money makes my tears go away. It really does lessen the blow for sure.
Oh, money. Okay. Praxis. Love it.
I'm gonna give Tristella a face. Okay.
Don't mind if I do with that money.
Did Braxis have any like rings or memorabilia that I can save as a memory of Braxis to like keep on a shelf at home?
No.
Nothing.
Only his memory.
Braxis's armor, backpack, belt, sword, axe, halberd, shield. These things were all stowed on their body somewhere.
But no like small trinket thing that like.
It looks like Braxis and their companions were unadorned with jewelry or markings, like they had no use for the small trinkets and trappings of normal life.
So in this rubble, is it literally dust or is there like a horn from that I
It
can
will
keep?
turn to dust after about 10 minutes, I think.
Oh. Can I collect some dust?
Yeah, you
Oh
can.
my gosh, his ashes.
Yeah. I want to keep something. I need a
Use it.
memory item.
I'll use the dust to polish my daggers.
It used to be my enemy. Now it's
Just
polished
tell.
my weapon.
What are you doing? Oh my goodness.
Wow.
But yeah, I'll just put it in a pocket somewhere in my backpack. I don't know if I have any containers. Like I didn't really bring a tiny little urn. But
You mean you don't just carry that on your person?
You can just scoop handful of dust after handful of dust into the backpack until you feel
Yeah,
comfortable with it.
I have some costumes, like some just you can use it as like a makeshift little sack.
okay.
Just scraps of like fabric.
Neat. A
I
little,
guess.
like, little bag.
I'm like very confused about Pearl's like attachment to this like dust, but I like to make her stop crying, so
Okay, I appreciate the help. Okay. Yep, I collect some dust in this makeshift cloth pouch I got from Tristel.
Nice.
How much does that weigh, actually? Do I need to add
Well,
that?
how many pounds of Braxis do you want to take with you?
That's the question.
You make him sound like a
this-
crafting ingredient. Jesus Christ, Neil.
You're the one who wants to take the ashes of your dead enemy with you everywhere you go and
well,
love them.
maybe it was your enemy, but okay.
I think he was our enemy as well, actually.
I guess like
I
a
don't know, based on the actions.
fistful, or like a fist size, like ball of dust. Just something.
Sure, that's insignificant in
So one.
weight.
Well, but like the costume weighs, so
Okay, yeah.
that it's wrapped in.
Item
One.
name,
Right.
Praxis. Okay. There we go. I have 1 unit of Braxis in my inventory
Bits
now.
of Braxis. I was pondering taking his head earlier, so I'm sad that he's dust. I'm not thinking this out loud, so Pearl doesn't cry. Would have
Okay.
been a cool trophy.
Well, we
Or
got
that
the
thing
Rod
where
of
the
Comfort
heroes
back.
return home. Yeah. We did. We got what we set out to do.
Okay. So, where to?
Back home?
Home.
Yeah, give the rod back.
Okay. It'll take 3 days to get home from where you guys are now.
So how many rations did we use?
You will have used 6 rations by the time you return home.
Goodbye, rations.
But you said there was a couple of rations on the body, so could we like...
That's true, yes. The corpse here of Braxis has 4 days of rations on it. So you will have... You'll use 6 and you gain 4. So each of you uses 5, and someone gets an extra?
Wait, each of us get how many?
So use 5.
Use 5,
I
and
have
then
4.
someone...
Oh, I see.
you all
since-
started with 6, so you should all be down to 1, except for Kyra, who's at 2, and then one of you
Oh.
gets an extra.
Okay.
Yeah, one of you two can take it.
Yeah, sure. I can take the extra, I suppose.
So at the end of this, Freya will have 2 rations, Kyra will have 2 rations, and Tristel will have 1 ration. And let's see, 6-day trip, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will arrive back home on the evening of Friday, the 8th of May.
Let me just double check if that makes sense in my... yeah, on the 5th we were... This is the 5th, right? And then...
No, today was the 6th.
Wait, it was? We fought Braxis and Thoraxis on the 4th, and then we
took
waited a
rest.
night, and then the day after we set out, right?
I had that on the 5th. 5th to 4th, whatever. Pick the dates that you want. You'll be home by the 8th, or maybe it's the 7th, maybe it's the 9th, but you'll get
Okay.
home and you'll rest.
8th is good, I think. It would make sense in my calendar.
Okay. Whatever works. No encounters on the way back home. You'll arrive back in the canyon at the end of this heat wave. The heat wave breaks on the 8th. Back to normal, cool temperatures. Spring is here. And you can make it home. The people will see you. They will rejoice at your return. Everyone knew you were going to be out for 6 days, and you did get back at the very last day of your supposed journey.
I hold up the rod of comfort as we walk into town.
Hell yeah.
You will get a gentle applause from the people of town, and the cleric Annabelle will come meet you on one of the great walkways and boardwalks of Trog Canyon. Take the rod of comfort from you after I assume you give it to her, and thank you profusely for this. I am so happy and relieved to have this rod returned. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, it is my duty.
I might say you are the very best sheriff we've had in this town since we incorporated.
Why, thank you.
Pearl is just gonna walk like far in the back, holding the bag with Braxis in it, and just ears down and being all sad.
Are you at all bothered that you're the best sheriff in town, considering your dad was the sheriff before you?
No, I'm not bothered. I'm
Okay.
proud. I'm trying to be the best that I can be.
Good.
And yeah.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't intended to be a jab at your dad, but
Yeah, I didn't
know.
take it that way. Yeah.
cool.
To deal with this crazy crap.
In your absence, nothing interesting has happened in town. People have just continued to live their lives. Mines have been mined. Crops have been gardened. The mill has churned out some more wheat, some more flour from wheat. River has gone down a little bit. You can hear the carpenter busy at work, sawing away at something. There are the sound of clinking glasses coming from all of the walls of the canyon as the people relax in the gentle warmth of spring, taking in the nice cool weather, having some beverages out on the boardwalks, and enjoying themselves. Are you guys going to be taking a long rest?
I think so, yeah. I don't
I
think
imagine
there's
so,
anything
yeah.
pressing to attend to.
Yes.
Great. Then why don't we take our break right after somebody rolls me another 2d6. And I've long lost track of whose turn it is, so
Alright. I'll do it.
anyone roll me a 2d6, yeah.
Weather.
Weather again.
Goodness.
Let's see. We have done the heat wave. In the wake of the heat wave, a fog bank rolls in from the coast. Thick, heavy fog reduces the visibility in the area down to 30 feet
Oh.
for 12 days.
Specifically days this time.
Sure, I probably shouldn't tell you how long though, because
Yeah.
you wouldn't know.
We're probably going to wait around the full 12 days. I don't think there's anything pressing to attend to, but... Anyway, yeah, break.
Oh yeah, we're going on a break. Oh, do we do XP for long rest, or do we do that?
Yes. Do you want to do it right now, or you want to do it on the other side?
Up to y'all. I could do either way.
Let's do it on the other side.
Okay. Sounds good. See you all after the break.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Embers of the Wilds. Our party has made it back home, gets to rest and relax in their canyon town for a while. You get your full long rest, no problem, no encounters during this week, no shenanigans, just, nice thick fog covering the valley, covering the canyon, which has a few factors. First off, no one's going to be able to really find you guys. No one's going to be exploring canyons in thick fog banks. So that, gets you definitely downtime where you can relax. Forgot the other part of that. So never mind. Cool. We'll just skip a week.
Great, I'm gonna go buy a bow and quiver and some arrows.
Excellent. On the 16th is when you guys will be rested and ready to do whatever you need. You'll have your bow, your quivers, your arrows. And we are still in the middle of a fog bank, and you guys will get experience points for your last 2 sessions. Right? You didn't get them...
I don't think so.
You didn't get experience last week.
Yeah,
so-
no, we were running all over the place. We had so much to do.
Right. You fought 4 chompers. You killed them. You
Oh, yeah, the
killed-
little chickens.
You killed 2 Baz and 2 Capex. You retrieved the Rod of Comfort, and you collapsed the front of the Magman Cave.
As well as 1 troglodyte.
Ooh, 1 troglodyte.
Wait, wasn't it more in that cave?
Or was
Oh,
it?
there were 3.
Because we killed 2 of them outside, I think, and then 1 of them inside.
There were 3 trogs.
You were invisible, and we were.
Yep.
Yeah.
I jumped on the back of one of them.
Let me get you a little bit more experience then. Troglodytes are worth 50 each. So the draconians are worth 200 each for the ones you've seen so far. Troglodytes are worth 50 each. The chompers are worth 50 each. The Magman Cave was already sort of taken care of, but just collapsing the front of it and making sure no one is ever going to be able to go back and forth in that was worth 150, and retrieving the Rod of Comfort was worth 800.
Damn.
As a story quest. So that will bring us to 2,000 total. Divided by 3 is now an awkward number. I love awkward numbers.
Hell yeah. I'm also running a campaign with 3 players, and just the divide by 3 is so awkward.
So everyone gets 666 experience points.
Damn.
Nice.
Nice.
Or you can't do that.
So 1,566 total?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I believe your next level is at 2,700.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the next level is the spicy one. Where you get to like pick a
Yes.
feat or add stats, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
But
I
we are
still
still a
need
ways
to-
away from that.
Yeah. Still haven't decided what I want to do there. Anyway, it's in the future. It's fine.
So, after your week of downtime, let's figure out what's been happening in town during this week. Can I get... Where are my things here? From someone who did not roll me a 2d6, can I get a 1d... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9...
1d9?
A 1d9.
That's a weird dice.
Oh, actually, can I ask a favor of you adding the bow to my
Yes.
inventory? Because there's a cat on top of my mouse, and
I understand completely. Of course.
Love my.
Oh wait, did you get a longbow this time? Or
yes, I'm getting a longbow.
okay.
I think there's a cost difference between a short bow and a long bow.
Okay.
The long bows are 50 gold instead of 25.
50!
Damn.
Hot diggity!
Expensive.
When's my next paycheck?
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I have
weeks and 2
46
days.
gold right now.
Oh.
Right.
We need to
this
start
one-
looting our boys and selling their stuff.
Actually, I have an idea. We looted Braxis's weapons, right?
Sure.
Actually no, we looted the chainmail at least. Chainmail is like stupid valuable. Can I sell it to the blacksmith? I forget.
Well, you could sell the chain shirt for the weight of its metal to him.
No,
because
chainmail is ridiculous.
yeah, but they don't have any
valuable.
use for it, right? The blacksmith doesn't want chainmail. If the blacksmith gets chainmail, they're just gonna like melt it down into metal and then use it for metal parts. But they don't
Fuck
have
that.
need to buy chainmail from you.
Economics.
Yeah. Well,
And
what
the-
do you mean economics?
I don't know.
There's no one. They don't have anyone to sell it to, right? So they would just be buying it from you and then holding on to it forever. That doesn't seem like a
Yeah.
good investment
Oh
for your
yeah,
blacksmith.
that's what I mean. That's why it's not super valuable to
I
them.
see. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And like
Supply and demand.
giving it to the town guard is useless because I am the town guard.
But
All I
wouldn't you-
request is a small fee for carrying it once you sell it. Because I'm broke. Well, I don't have income, so.
That actually brings us to a really good moral philosophy question here. If you, in your paid job of defending the town, acquire the chain shirt of your enemy, doesn't that belong to the town and not to you?
But getting a longbow for Kyra is an investment for the town as well, because Kyra is using it to defend the town. So she could get it on her corporate bank account, right?
So as long as somebody that's not her in her party, I don't work for the town, Pearl doesn't work for the town, as long as we're the ones looting it, it's fine.
Is that, I mean, Sheriff, is that acceptable?
Fine.
That sounds like grifting to me.
Absolutely.
What sort of sheriff are you? Are you looking the other way while your friends pocket the town's well-earned resources?
I will take this issue to Barnaby and say,
Jeez.
if I
Oh god.
take this chainmail and give it to the town guard, can I get a 10 gold discount on a longbow?
You know, if I could give you a longbow, I'd give you a longbow.
You're the mayor. You can do whatever the heck you want.
Oh, it's a matter of economics. You've seen the spreadsheets. I don't make a pretty good wage myself. Our town keeps fairly even and steady. I don't have money just lying around. What do you think I am? The blacksmith?
Oh god. I guess we should just wait 2 weeks then. It's fine.
You know, if you really wanted to make some money, maybe you could head out to the coast with some of these things that you've picked up off these what'd you call them? Draconians? Maybe one of those villages out there would have use for it. Didn't your friend, you know, what's the bard's name? The popular one that all the kids are into these days. Didn't she come from a nearby village? Couldn't you sell your stuff to them?
Are there villages?
It's days away. Like maybe weeks away on the coastline.
Oof. Buddy. Well, weeks away, I can just wait 2 weeks, so.
Okay.
Or we could go exploring, because we have nothing better to do. What do y'all think?
I mean, exploring is good, I think. I guess it depends on, do we want to, go find the draconians? Or are we kind of done with them, sort of?
It sounds like we are vastly outnumbered.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm inclined to believe the charmed truth, rather than, at least it's slightly more trustworthy.
Yeah.
And I don't think, because Braxis is dead, and his grudge and honor is dead with him, I don't think the others have a reason. So I think we can leave them until we level up a bit more.
I think we should throw a party to celebrate getting the Rod of Comfort back.
Neat.
Maybe we can turn it into a city fundraiser.
For a longbow?
Get me 6 gold.
Also an opportunity for me to sing and collect commissions or tips.
It's like an AMA as well, so people can ask Kyra questions about the battle and
Yeah, you guys can declare some sort of festival or some sort of event. Totally.
Party, party, party.
Party, party, party.
Oh goodness, Kyra's not enthusiastic about this party. She'll begrudgingly go along with it.
Yes,
Tristel and Pearl are ready to party.
I'm still somewhat saddened over everything that happened. I will join the party, but...
Wonderful. It is a fascinating party held in the middle of this fog bank. You can kind of see shapes as outlines on the walkways in the distance. People bring out paper lanterns of different colors, and so there's just sort of these phantom ghostly lights hanging in the air all over the place. The music is somewhat stifled by the thick fog, but it also gives you like a whole new approach to a party when you can only see like this far and you're just walking into like an unknown size of a crowd and exploring the area. It is exciting. You tell your stories. Can I get a performance check from
Yes.
And you actually did such a good job interrogating that draconian and laying the groundwork and setting up friendship with him and sort of like leading him into the answers you were looking for. You can take inspiration on your character sheet. And a 21 on a performance check is just stellar. Oh my god. You will make some extra money today from all of this. Why don't you roll me D20 copper and 2d20 copper and 1d6 silver.
No.
Another 24 copper and another 1 silver.
Ashley is typing.
Getteth paid.
What is Thor typing?
It's syntax errors.
I would like to name my newest song about in memory of Thoraxis. Wine, not war.
Wine, not war.
We must lay down our swords and drink. And I will drink in his memory. And I will hand a glass of wine to Pearl and say, drink.
Oh,
Poor Braxis.
do I actually drink wine? I don't know if I like wine. I will take the glass and like sort of hold it up and not quite drink, but like sort of make thanking gestures.
Ashley's typing.
Yeah, I'll probably find some place to sit down nearby and enjoy the music, and yep, and just hang out.
I can't actually paste what Thor typed into chat because it's just syntax error. I'm gonna paste it in Twitch chat.
Thanks, Thor.
At the end of this week, I'm going to need somebody else to roll me a 2d6.
I rolled the last one, so
I rolled the one before that.
All right,
Thank
that
you.
is you.
Oh my goodness.
Excellent.
Goodness.
Weather.
love
I
weather.
guess it is
Yeah.
the most likely outcome.
It should be 1 in 6 rolls our weather event, but we're rolling them more frequently than that. In the middle of the fog bank, then, it doesn't actually end up going for 12 days because a cold snap will arrive. I guess it's only a week after the heat wave ends. You get the fog bank, and then you get this frigid cold snap where the temperature plunges. The fog sort of crystallizes, comes to the ground, ending the fog bank, but leaving you in a very chilly state. If you are outside and not really doing too much, then if you are in a unheated, unprotected situation, you'll need to make a con save every 2 hours. Only DC 10 or suffer a level of exhaustion. So similar to the heat wave, but it's every 2 hours instead of every 1 hour.
And we don't know how long this lasts for?
Nope.
Okay.
I remembered not to tell you this time.
Damn it. Can I make an insight check to see if I can pick it up from the DM?
Can make insight checks to your heart's content, but my lips are sealed and I will tell you nothing.
Damn it.
Yeah, so you have your party, and the very next day, we are plunged into chilly temperatures, frigid temperatures. And that is when the miller approaches the sheriff of the party. Josephus?
Yes.
Josephus.
Josephus
Oh.
Miller.
Right. He shows up one day in the middle of this cold snap, shivering, holding his arms, his teeth chattering. He comes up to you, Sheriff, and says, Sheriff, it's, you saw those magman type creatures before, right? The little, what did you call them? The melty boys, right?
Yes, the warm ones.
Yeah, those things. Whew! You think you could find some? Bring them on over? It's never been this cold in the middle of spring before. I mean, heck, it's May. It's almost
Yeah,
summer.
Goodness. Yeah, what is this?
Well below freezing. You got one of those lava kids that you can bring around?
We, in the heat wave a couple weeks ago, we were pretty annoyed by these magmen showing up and making the heat wave worse. So we, kind of, flooded the magman cave and caused a cave-in.
Could really use one of them right now. Oh my god.
Indeed.
What's going on with this cold snap?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I hope it's not related to the monsters that have been showing up. That would be really spooky. It's climate change.
It's never been this cold in May before. Can't feel my toes. Jenny won't move the millstone. Can't grind anything if she's not gonna pull it around. Jenny's the name of his alpaca.
Oh. Well, let me know if I can do anything for you. We're all struggling here, but we can all help each other out, get through this cold.
Oh, he just wanted you to find a monster to warm him up, but that's fine. That's all he's got for you. All right, can I get another Can I get a D10 from Autumn? Please.
Yes.
Has it been 2 weeks yet? Are we there
Not
yet?
quite. No, we're not quite there yet. Where were we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Selena the bartender will approach you on probably the 19th of May here. Autumn?
Me.
Yes, she approaches you. It's still in the middle of this cold snap, but she's fairly well off. She's got a big, heavy alpaca fur coat on that she walks over to you with. Tristel, I see that you have been staying with the lovely ladies, Greta and Eva, and playing for them. And, well, I would certainly love if you were to come and work at my bar instead of theirs. I understand that you've got your thing that you're doing. I was wondering, you're from far away. You've been here a while now. Do you think that there's any chance that we could maybe, I don't know, that your people have different types of brew than we have here? We could grow hops and barley and the things that you need for beer. And we grow a little bit of wine, grapes for wine, but, you know, it's pretty limited variety. I was wondering if your people back on the coast, or wherever it is you're from, have other varieties of liquor, and if you would be willing to maybe make a purchase for me and bring it back in whatever quantities you can.
Now that you mention it, I haven't had mead in the longest time. Tell you what, I will look into this. I would love for us to start offering a bit more variety around here.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to put you out. I don't know if the way is dangerous or how easy it would be to haul things, but we would love some variety. I'm happy to pay the price and pay you a hefty fee to safeguard the goods and to of course run the transactions.
Nothing less.
Well, if you decide that that's something you want to do, come by and I will make you a good offer and give you some money.
I'll definitely consider it. Thank you, Selena.
Thank you. And she will go and leave you be.
Need.
Yes. Where's our... Ah, wrong way.
Well, I know she better
and-
pay us good because she doesn't get taxed as much as everyone else. If I remember correctly.
She's got cash lying around. Large supplies of cash.
Hell.
Ashley, were you the one who rolled the 2 on the D9? Or was that Freya?
That was me, I think.
Okay. So, Ashley, can you roll me a D10 as well?
7.
5, 6, 7. Interesting. Can you re-roll that? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't
7.
make any sense. Sevens just don't work for me.
Any sense whatsoever.
I think all of us just went like, what? What?
All right. Mayor Barnaby comes to see you, Freya.
Oh, jeez. I'm nervous.
Pearl. Wonderful Pearl.
Hi. I didn't expect you here. How are you doing?
Well, Oh, good. A little concerned about the weather, but that's what us old men do. Complain about the weather, I guess.
Do you need a blanket? Or are you...
No, it's fine. I
Okay.
came to talk to you about something. There have been a lot of strange things happening in the last couple of months around here. We all know this. Strange weather, weird monsters arriving. I just wanted to go out of my way and tell you that I don't blame you for these things. I know some of the folks in town have been whispering and rumoring that your arrival here is what's caused these other creatures, and that, maybe you're ultimately responsible for these monsters and the strange weather, but I am not of that opinion. And I wanted you to know that should anyone else raise an objection, I will have your back. Your mother is a good and honest woman who has worked in this town, has been a founding member of this town, and you have done nothing but help us out, strange as you may be. So I just wanted to preempt any sort of things you might hear.
That's very nice of you to say. I'm glad. I've been a little nervous about that myself because I have no idea. I mean, I don't know how I got here, I guess. So I'm glad.
Yes, it's certainly a tragic tale.
Yeah.
He says, sort of trying to. Right.
Oh, actually, there was one thing that I wanted to talk to you about. So
Yes?
there's been a lot of dangerous things happening in town, and we've been trying to, protect the town as much as we can and whatnot. And I don't think this is too much to ask. And I'll have to talk to my mom first. But can I move back into town with my mom?
I don't see why not.
Well, you kind of banished me and put me on the edge of town for safety reasons, which I understand. I was kind of irresponsible in my youth, but now I think I actually have full control over my magic. Well, there's been only 2 accidents, but other than that, there was the snakes that were harmless, and then
Forgotten about these things.
and then there was like crop growth at one point, which is just good, right? If that happens. Otherwise, I've been in full control, and I think I've actually managed to just control myself entirely now.
Surprise snakes, you say?
They were harmless, actually. They were not even dangerous. And that was a long time ago. That was months ago.
Mayor Barnaby steps back about 20 feet from you and says, well, why don't you try using some magic right now, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, sure. And I'll open my water skin and just shape some water, make a few little spheres.
Give me a cantrip surge.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
I was really hoping this time. I was really hoping. He sees you shape
I'm
some
in
water
full
around.
control now. Like nothing bad ever happens. I think I've just gone older, and it's just, yeah. I think I've finally harnessed this weird force.
Well, if you say it's safe, then I trust that it's safe. Sure. Do you need... You gonna move back in with your mom?
Yeah.
All right. That might be safer if there's monsters about. It might be better to have you, in the town rather than off on your own spot.
Thank you so much. I've been a little bit scared with everything happening. Not just things happening to me, but things happening to Mom as well.
Well, don't let me down. We can't have snakes appearing in a children's bed. If that happens, we're gonna have another chat. Might have to keep you over there,
The snakes were actually really, really friendly. I think, as long as you're not afraid
You
of
keep
snakes.
saying that, but let me tell you, I've never met a friendly snake.
Well, I met one. It's not alive anymore, but I met one.
You'll forgive me if I don't feel comforted by this.
I'm sorry. I'm rambling about my snakes. I don't have snakes at home. They got washed away in the river. It's fine. There are no snakes.
Bob's his head up and down. Accepts it. Okay, cool. That is the next week here. Did you guys have anything you want to do? Or are you happy just living life until something comes your way?
Until I buy a bow.
So you just need to get to the end of the month.
So I would like to invite everyone over to my place, the inn, and serve everyone wine, and propose that we set out on this task that Selena had come to me with, because we need money, and I would like some variety in the beverages served in this village.
That sounds reasonable, as I make sure Pearl doesn't crawl over all the table and smash all the food.
Do I need
Pearl,
to
get off
roll
the table.
a Constitution check to see if I roll on the table?
I think you already rolled a 7BK square JN.
Thor rolled that.
So I actually still don't know if if Pearl drinks wine, because I imagine the taste buds are
can't,
very
right?
different for cats.
Yeah, but you also wouldn't want to stain your white fur purplish along the lips,
there's
right?
a lot of problem with drinking wine. So I think I've been wanting to roll for this before, but we kind of skipped over it. But I think what Pearl would do quite often going to a bar is order water and then cast shape water to make it look like wine, and then just drink water. I think that would be her general strategy to fit in.
That's so dangerous.
But we never rolled for that, so I just presume she's been drinking water or something.
I can serve you water if you want to give it a shot.
No, not here. Anyway, but yeah,
This is an obvious reason why we need to... mead. None of you all have tried mead.
I have
Pearl
no
would
idea what that
actually be
is.
able to drink it. It wouldn't stain her fur in the way wine would. Sorry, this is just making me really emotional, the fact that Pearl can't try this wine right now.
I don't even know if I would like the flavor, to be honest. I don't really feel like I'm missing out on something. But
Please say no more.
I really
You're
like
upsetting
water.
me.
Water is great. It's really nice.
Well, regardless of Pearl's taste preferences, we could all probably stand to use a bit of cash for all these adventures we've been setting out on without a whole lot of funds.
Yeah, do you know of any villages? I presume you came from a nearby village, so I'm guessing you know where we would go? Because last I heard, all of the towns have been sacked around here.
DM, is there a nearby village that I
Your
know?
village is the only village you really know of that would have access to this sort of stuff. And that is, we haven't really decided where your village is, but I think it's at least 2 weeks away on a not terribly dangerous, but also not terribly safe path.
See. So I share this information. My village is a bit a ways away. We would need some more efficient means of travel. Wagon or something, perhaps. But I think that there is quite a case to be made about the benefit of this little venture for the town, not only for our pockets, but for the economy. Bring in a little bit new of a new offering of goods to the townspeople.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to really enjoy drinking, so more to drink is probably good for everyone.
And Selena has also said that she is willing to pay us handsomely for this effort.
Okay, so out of character, I want to go on this adventure, but in character, like, Kyra has a duty to protect the town, and going off to make some money for a 4-week trip and not protecting the town is not sheriff-like at all. So Kyra might have to stay behind.
Is there any justification? Yeah, like selling maybe some other things in the town could maybe produce money to then equip your new guards with better gear?
Maybe, yeah, that could work.
Is there a financial incentive to do this?
I mean, we kind of do have gear that we're not using, so like, I'm not sure if we need more gear.
Okay.
I mean, I guess there's like on a more, I don't know, economic, political scale. I mean, like establishing trade between cities would be a very beneficial thing probably for like the economy, right? And because there has been no trade for a very long time, right? So I presume that's been like putting everything in stagnation. Although I don't know if it's Kyra's job to do that type of stuff. That's probably more stuff for merchants or whatever, but...
Yeah, that's like Barnaby's responsibility. Like, Sheriff just defends down, doesn't like develop the town.
But it's also too dangerous for anyone else to do this. You're kind of the only one that can do this.
Yeah, so I guess if Barnaby tells me to go do this, then I'll do this.
Thing motivates guards like Mead. Just saying.
So someone's gonna have to sell the mayor on taking Kyra with you. Who wants to try and persuade the mayor that it's good for the sheriff to leave the town for a month?
I will take this task, because the mayor is quite prejudiced against Pearl.
But hey, we actually had a fine conversation just now. It's fine.
Fine.
Based on the assumption of prejudice, it was a fine conversation. Yes. All right, let's hear it. What do you got?
The justification? Well,
Yeah.
So nothing... at its basis level, nothing motivates guards more than Mead, so I think that it is a great benefit to the overall protection of the town and the well-being of the guards doing this work. However, I will also note that there has been some kerfluffle around Selena and her taxes, and I think that her providing even more goods to our town will help people, like, maybe lessen the blow of this a bit. Maybe they won't pay as much attention to it because she's providing such a great service to our townsfolk.
There've been monsters showing up. What if she's gone when the monsters arrive? What are we gonna do?
Employed quite a number of guards at this point.
We've got 3 of them, but do you think those 3 guards could take on 2 of those draconian creatures if they come back?
There's nothing to suggest the draconians have any reason to come back now.
Well, yeah, but there was nothing to suggest that they were going to show up the first time.
Point taken. I do think that our fine guards have enough strength and capabilities to take care of things. It is only a few weeks' journey for us to go there and back. Oh, it would be such a shame if we couldn't follow through on this. I've already spoken to so many townspeople about mead and how wonderful it is. Oh, it would be such a shame if I had to tell them that the mayor just didn't want us to do that.
Whoa! I mean, no one says the mayor doesn't want this to happen. I'm just thinking about the logistics, the priorities. What if we gave you Biggs or Wedge? Will that be enough?
Oh, I don't know. The roads out there could be dangerous. If it's too much of a problem, Mayor, I'll just tell the townsfolk that I promised mead to that you said the risk was too large. I'm sure they'll understand.
What are you trying to do? Run for mayor? This is a ridiculous idea. Of course the town needs mead. I love it. We used to have regular mead drops from the Empire. Back before you... Well, I don't know how old you are, but before most of the kids were born. You look like a kid.
Oh, so then you support it. Oh, thank you so much, Mayor.
I think what you're doing is right and good.
Oh, wonderful. And I'm just going to rush out and take that as approval.
He tries to, thinks about calling after you and is like, but what do I say? I need an angle here. And he, hangs out in his house trying to figure out an angle that he can come out looking like a good mayor. Well, you can take this news to Kyra and convince her that the mayor's let her go.
Yeah, I'm like, if the mayor wills it, then it will happen.
If the mayor wills it, then it will happen.
The mayor is 100% willing this.
Yeah,
The
seems
mayor
like
is
it.
quite economical, but I think at the end of the day, he does care about the townspeople's happiness, and this will guarantee it.
Okay. Excellent. I guess you guys can get ready to set off on a 2-week journey to Tristell's home. Tristel, tell us a little bit about your home. I'm sure your companions are going to ask you questions along the way. We know that you live by the ocean, but what else do you have? Tell us of this place you come from.
For the ocean, and I've talked about all the sailors that I'm stay far away from. They're nothing but bad news. May or may not have had some romantic involvement with some in the past. But I think in general the town is an easygoing place. I mean, anywhere that's a port city in shipping, the economy's thriving pretty decently, but the people are a very calm and easygoing bunch. Doing what they can to get by, because it seems like a lot of the other villages are kind of pressed for any type of income or livelihoods. Fishermen, excellent fish. Seafood, probably not something. I mean, aside from fish from the river, probably not something that people in Trog Canyon indulge in a lot. So. Can talk at length about all the amazing food available at the taverns.
What is the name of your village?
Oh, man.
I can only think of Derrickshire now.
I'm trying to think of just block names, something shore, something...
Bright Shore? Just add a little thing ahead of shore.
Palm Cove?
Fairport.
Damn.
Fairport. Love it. Excellent. Just note this so I don't forget it. Fairport. Okay. And it is 2 weeks from the village.
Can I yoink about?
And you guys are also going to need some pack animals with which to haul the copious amounts of booze that you're going to be getting. So you can grab some llamas to haul your stuff for you. The Selena will lend you her llamas, basically. And they are to transport the mead back. She will give you 100 gold coins and tell you to bring back as much as you can, as much as you think you can fit, and then bring her the change, and she will pay you. What is a reasonable wage? She thinks. Let's say you're going to be gone for about a month. That's about 30 days. So she will give you 50 gold for this trip, like total for this trip. If you can bring back, up to 100 GP worth of mead or whatever else you can get out there.
Cool.
Neat.
I buy a bow.
Cash on delivery.
Yeah, what day is it now?
That is the 20th of May. Actually, no, that's the 19th of May. You guys can set out on the 20th.
Wait, wasn't it like 2 weeks until the next month rolled around?
Yeah, when your long rest finished on the 16th, so that would have been 2 weeks. And so all this happened like within a few days of the end of your long rest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yar.
But
Or
I mean,
you can
have my short bow.
You could take her short bow. You could delay your journey for 2 weeks. The mead's not going to get any fresher or any older.
True.
You guys don't have to go today. You
I
can go
guess
whenever
we
you
can
want.
go.
I mean, I'd be fine waiting. Like, there's no rush.
Yeah, there's no rush.
I guess. Sure. Yeah.
That's confident. That's what we're looking for. Love it. All right. So we can kick another week and a half until you have your money. And you can buy your longbow. Everyone will get their standard payout.
I forget
Whatever it is that
what
you're
that is.
getting before, you get again. You are here for most of the time, so you can definitely do some hunting in here. The sheriff gets, 6 GP?
Sheriff gets
And
16.
16. Okay, perfect.
62.
And
So I will have longbow plus quiver plus 20 arrows is 52 gold.
yes.
Then could you add those?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
And then where are you? Where's our hunter? Hunters make 450 divided by 12. Divided by 3. And then you were here for most of the time, but not all the time. So we will times 3 divided by 4. So you will get 9 gold pearl for your work. There we go. And Tristel breaks even, basically.
Hey.
Great. Before we go, I will need one more roll of 2d6 before you set off.
I think it's my turn.
I think so. Ooh, a 6.
That is not 7, actually. Damn.
So while you guys are waiting, after the cold snap has ended, maybe like the day after it ends, 2 days after it ends, the warmth is starting to flow back. People take off their big heavy coats again. You will see or hear, be alerted to some people coming up the river from downstream.
Oh.
I think you'll probably all be doing your things. The sheriff will be sheriffing. Pearl will probably be out hunting. Tristel is probably the one around to see this first. There are some folks in a rowboat rowing up the river and then stopping at various places where it's too difficult and walking the boat and then plopping back in, rowing up, and they will sort of arrive in the town on the 30th of May. Everyone in the town wants to come out and see these strangers that have arrived here. And as everyone gathers, we can tell you who they are. They are the scouts of a merchant ship that has docked at the end of the river, miles and miles away. And they've been sent just to, go upriver for a while, see what they can find, and then head on back. And it's just a scouting party from a merchant ship somewhere far away. Is this something that you guys are interested in chatting with these merchants, these scouts at all?
I want to see if we can sell Braxis's stuff. Because we're not using it. Because
What do you want to sell of Braxis's stuff?
The chainmail.
Yeah, definitely chainmail, because that's super, super valuable.
You didn't want to equip one of your guards with it? They're only wearing leather.
Oh, then yeah, then equipping guards with that, yeah.
There's still the weapons, though, right?
Since we're gonna be gone,
There's
yeah.
The
weapons.
weapons.
Definitely. The merchants will see the weapons. They are in good condition. They will offer you cash immediately for them on hand. You have a short sword, of battle axe, and a halberd, was it? From Thoraxis?
Yes.
I think you looted his stuff. I think you guys just looted Braxis's chainmail, but not his weapons, if I recall correctly.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So the halberd you can get 10 for. The battle axe you can get 5 for. And the short sword you can get 5 for. So you can get a total of 20 gold pieces that are technically the office of the sheriff's wealth, not your wealth. But I don't know how you want to track it, or if you even care. Literally no one's looking over your shoulder. You can skim as much off the top as you want. You are in charge. There is no oversight. Do whatever you want with this money. But technically...
Let's see. Yeah, I think Kyra's a very honorable person who cares about defending the town. I think we're going to put it into the... Since we're, like, underpaying the trainee, so I'm going to put it towards not underpaying them as much.
My God.
Get some loyalty and whatnot.
An honest town sheriff in this part of the world?
I said I am disgustingly lawful good, so...
Well,
I
it's
may
working.
not be as lawful good now as when I started, but I'm still trying.
All right, well, you have 20 GP added to the sheriff's budget for whatever you need. And I will create a little table over here for that. Nice.
Cool.
Excellent. Yep, merchants will trade with you guys. They will sell some of their existing things. They have lots of rope, which is great. You guys have a rope shortage here. You've just been using what's been lying around. So the folks here will buy all the rope that the little rowboat has to offer, except for what they literally need to get home. The people on the boat will buy as much iron bullion. What do you call that word? Bars?
Something like that.
Yeah, what she said.
Iron.
Yeah, a bunch of iron from you guys, from the town. And then they will head back down the river. This river does go through the town, like the actual town that's abandoned, that you ran into that wailing banshee once upon a time.
Yeah, I'm going to tell them about that. Because I think it's in our economic interest to, if they send like a more full trading party up, we want them to survive. And so I'm going to pull these, like one of the row people over to the side, tell them about the Wailing Banshee. Also, I don't like people dying. And so I'm just going to do this out of the goodness of my heart as well. And say, like, don't go through the town at night. And I will, like, give a short recount of my experience. That we also heard it, like, in the plains as we were camping outside of the city. So make sure you travel through the city during the daytime.
That is disconcerting news. We happened to go through on the daytime on the way up, stopped at the outskirts of the town, didn't want to spend the nights in the ruins. Glad we made that choice.
Indeed.
We're headed up to Valiant Bay in the north. Do you know anything about it?
No. If you could tell us about that, that'd be great. We're kind of isolated over here.
We were hoping you knew something. We haven't made the trip since before the war. Not even sure if it's still standing, but we thought, hey, why not? We were really hoping the town back there was up and running, but whew.
Yeah, it was spicy events 20 years ago.
Seriously. Well, maybe we'll see you in Valiant Bay one day, or maybe we'll stop by on our way back.
Oh, where did they... I guess I'm not there, so I don't know if I can ask questions. I would just ask where they
people
were.
will have a mind.
Yeah, is that up? How far up does the river go? Does it happen to go up near the base of a mountain?
You know, the river is formed of many tributaries that ultimately come from the mountain and the area around it, but at a certain point the river gets smaller and shallower and more rapid and is impassable by boat.
Sure.
But yeah, I will say that their trade is always welcome here. We have shitloads of iron, so if you want that iron, come back.
Iron. Well, that is a useful tool. We will come on by if it's something we need, and, you know, on our route.
Indeed.
Can I ask the merchants if they've seen anything interesting in their travels?
Ooh.
Anything of note?
We saw some sea elves. That was pretty fascinating. There were maybe 20 of them. At first, we thought they were just dolphins with the ship, and then lo and behold, they took human form and climbed up the netting. We thought we were under attack, but no. The first one climbed onto the deck and politely introduced themselves and warned us that the area up ahead was filled with Sahagwin and that we should avoid it, and then politely asked for some of our trinkets and did a quick little bit of trading, took their advice, took the long way around the islands, didn't see any of them monsters. That was a trip. They've got like this sort of light skin with like a greenish tint to it, or maybe it's more of like a teal tint that runs through it, and their hair is like thick like seaweed, like waves of seaweed rocking back and forth. Strange mystical creatures, those sea elves.
I've never seen an elf before in my life.
We're gonna get a insight check here. Yeah, whatever. The guy doesn't really, keeps babbling on about sea elves and the being out at the ocean for too long, and soon things, the ocean starts playing tricks on your mind. You start seeing things. It's like the reverse of a mirage, where you think you see land and you sail and sail, but there's no land to be had. Oh, it's terrible. But the sailors quickly move on from this place. They only have so many rations, and now that their boat is laden with iron and weapons, and now that they've sold their ropes, they are ready to come on back and continue their journey to Valiant Bay. You'd asked where they're from. They're from some place called Valebrook.
Would that be like south then, or? From here?
They tell you it's it's south, but it's also east across the ocean. It's on an island.
Cool.
Yep. And that's that. The merchants go. You guys have sold your stuff. You've made some money. Your town's got some better supplies. And you guys can set out at the beginning of June. Why don't we get another 2d6 for the beginning of June, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll go on our journey. Whose turn is it to roll the 2d6?
Is it my turn again? Or I think so. Okay. 2d6. 10.
Well, it is unfortunate that you are leaving on this day. Because we have the summer solstice coming up, and you guys are going to miss probably summer. Ooh, no, it's not summer solstice. It is some holiday that starts in the very first week of June. Some holiday. It is. What's actually a holiday in June? Flag Day, World Environment Day, It's Father's Day.
Damn.
It's coming up, the beginning of June. And here in the Trog Canyon, Father's Day and Mother's Day are big holidays. They go all out for it. They combine them onto one day here in the beginning of June, and you guys are going to miss it, unfortunately. Kyra and Pearl, you're going to have to get some sort of gift for any parents that you may have before you go.
Before we go?
Well, you're going to miss the party, right? You give a gift before the event rather than give a gift after the event, right? It's better to be early than late. And what if you die on this journey? You going to deny your mom one last Mother's Day gift?
No, I'm thinking this is going to be a special journey, and it's probably good to bring something more exotic and interesting back rather than find a, cool-looking stick in the forest,
Hey, Mom, here's a stick I found.
Tristel never knew her father, so she cares not.
Oh. But it was combined for Father's and Mother's Day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because Pearl doesn't have a father at this point, so.
Right. Poor Kyra's got to come up with 2 gift ideas. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
To have
So this
only
is
one
Parents'
parent.
Day.
Yeah, Parents' Day.
Parents' Day.
Why don't we take our break, and when we come back, you guys will have your gifts for us, and then we'll set off on our adventure,
Great. Sounds
leaving
great.
the town.
We'll be back in a bit. Bye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Embers of the Wilds. Our party is going to set off in search of Fairport.
But before that.
It is a... Right! But before that, we have gifts. It is Parents' Day, an important day here in Trog Canyon. The parents are to be honored. So, how would you like to honor your parents, Pearl? Your one parent.
I am moving in with Lydia, or I moved in with Lydia again, a few weeks ago. And as you mentioned last time, growing up there, the couch looks very sad. It's just claw marks all over, half-broken covers on all the pillows. So you know what? I'm getting new pillow covers and casings for the entire couch with little embroidery of Lydia's favorite hunting prey, the cute little animal figures on them, to revamp the entire couch, and at the same time apologize for destroying the couch growing up. So that's going to be my gift to Mom.
Wow, that's great. How much did that gift cost you?
A lot, probably. You tell me. I don't know how much that would cost, asking a tailor with custom embroidery on the stuff. But...
Let's see. Are we just doing pillowcases, or are we doing the whole couch?
Maybe the whole couch with basic cloth, but the pillowcases would have the embroidery on them.
Okay. So we're gonna judge the base cost of the cloth based on the cost of like, I don't know, robes or something. So how many robes would it take to cover a couch? 3? If you use the fabric efficiently?
Possibly?
4?
Somewhere in there?
Let's call it 3. Because it's not like a huge couch. So that would be 3 gold worth of fabric. And then you can add as much embroidery as you want to the cost.
Add... What do you mean?
So like if it's 3 gold to get the fabric for the couch, then you could add like 2 gold worth of embroidery, 1 gold worth of embroidery. How fancy do you want it to be?
Okay, I'm thinking 4 gold of embroidery on just the pillowcases. So I want them to be like really good, but like concentrated on just the pillows.
Right, so the couch has got a nice new covering, but then the pillows look really nice.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay, so chip lose 7 gold for the cost of your parents' gifts, and then we will go to Kyra.
Yeah, so I'm not buying anything. I'm gonna hand make something. So,
That's smart.
I'm gonna make a dinner like cutlery or something, like a butter tray or something, or a plate, or a cooking something, whatever is in disrepair in our house, or my parents' house. I forget if we live separately.
You probably live together. There's very little reason not to.
Yeah. So, I am going to go out and find a like hunk of stone and use my strength to like chisel it down to shape. And then my sister Eris, who's the more dexterous one, is going to assist in this gift. So it's going to be a gift from both of us to like chisel in decorations and like themed around like a shield for a sheriff, and like the sheriff, like we have to have some slogan, or I forget what it's called, just like term of like valor and whatever, and like a shield and sword and stuff. So yeah,
That's nice. Very nice. You don't have to pay any money for your gift. And
Hell
you get
yeah.
lots of pats on the head. And, oh, well, isn't that nice? You're so sweet. What a good daughter. I love you so much. You get
You
nothing
didn't
but
get
praise.
head pats. God damn it.
Oh, of course, you get head pats and head scratches, and you know. But it's more of like a, well, it's about time. You know how long I've been living with this ratty couch? I found you 20 years ago, and ever since I brought you home, it's just been claw, claw, claw. Now, I mean, I love it. When you've been gone, these claw marks have all that I've had to remind you by. I mean, that and all the hair that I keep sweeping out from underneath the cupboards. But it's good to have you home.
Thanks, Mom.
Great. And you said your sister's name was Eris, Kyra?
yes.
All right. Noted.
Yeah, there's a
Gifts.
bit of backstory on her on the wiki, but it's like she's a little more sneaky than me, a little more less strong, more dexterous type of person,
Mm-hmm.
more archery.
Excellent. So, the party sets out on a hopefully 2-week journey to the coast, not actually through downriver this way. You actually end up heading a little bit more northward. So you go away from the river to get to this village. And let's bring out a table here. Can I get someone in the party, whoever's got the highest nature check, to give me a nature check roll?
Mine is 0.
2.
2.
You can do it.
Then any one of you. Ooh, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. You
fine.
walk. It's cool. It's an ordinary walk. It's an ordinary journey.
Oh, so what do we
There's
bring
dirt.
with us, actually? What's the setup with, do we have a carriage, or the like, mules, or...
You've got your llamas to haul your stuff. They will have some, not quite saddlebags, but they'll have some like cords with them that you can then like wrap around barrels, and that way there can be like a barrel on either side that are tied together, and then you can stack more things on top of it that way. That's all you really need. They need to be grazed, but you guys are heading through grazing areas. The two of you that have lived here your whole life have some familiarity with herding animals. You're not maybe the best at it, but you're not, the worst at it. If you had rolled less than an 8, you would have had animal problems the whole way, and it would have stretched out your journey. 8 is within that range of nothing extraordinary happens. Do you need other information?
No, I think that's it. I guess also, like, I think I would have a conversation with everyone before we head out, because about like the fact that I don't know of anyone like me, and I'm kind of scared of like running into people who are afraid of me or are prejudiced or just anything like that. So I think I'll like just talk to everyone about that and maybe have some sort of plan, or like maybe we can say that I've been cursed and I'm looking for a cure, or something like that. Just make up some sort of story that might not scare people as much, in case they are like, I don't know, intimidated. And I will also make sure that I can bring a hooded cloak in case I need to just hide my ears. And I don't know if like I look more or less intimidating with a hood or not. I don't know, but just having the option is good, I guess. Also, I bring a raincoat just in case. But there we go. That's just covered all the bases, I think.
Excellent.
So could probably do well.
And then as we're traveling, I would ask Tristel like every day in this like couple-week journey to detect magic to see if there's any changes.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a great thing to do. Let me just finish adjusting these. So, Tristel, as you go, how far are we going here? Where is our event table?
So we're heading northeast?
Major
Or-
portal? Here we go. Yeah, you are headed east until you get out of the valley, out of the canyon, and then east a little bit more as the mountain range kind of, as you're like walking below the mountain range, and the mountain range will move, and then you'll head more northeast. So the first few days are going to go fine. There's not going to be any magic you see anywhere. You've got all your spell slots back. You've got all your encounter powers, all your things. You're at full HP. Your first few days are uneventful. It is the 4th day of your journey that you find a small stream to go refill your water canteens at. And as you approach the stream, you see a group of maybe 10 people and a few pack animals who have also stopped at the stream. However, it becomes very quickly apparent to you that these are not ordinary people. They are all armed, they are all armored, and they carry with them some sigils that are difficult to make out. So you've got a good vantage point. You can see them before they get a chance to see you. I'm going to need someone to make me a perception check to see if you can make out the sigils on their clothes.
I have a 5.
I have a 4.
I have 5 as well. With proficiency bonus, so
I
7.
guess to 7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What? Oh.
Right?
Yeah, go for it.
Proficiency bonus.
Your perception is 5.
5.
Yeah, it's just 5 total.
Well, that was a good roll. So
Ooh, yes, that is a good roll. You will recognize the sigil on these people's clothing is the same as the sigil you pulled off that dead person in Northridge.
Yeah, nope. Nope.
That's what I was interested in. I feel like I'd be interested to see that, to see if they're the same.
Yeah, they're the
So we
exact same.
know that they were part of a war party then. The one that we
These,
saw with the deserter.
These have got to be bandits or warlords, or like the minions of bandits or warlords. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we-
I'm noping out.
Are we safe at all, like, at where we are right now? I don't know how close we are. Like, can we just
You
back off and
are-
be safe, or?
Yeah, you can back off. You've
Okay.
like approached
Yeah.
them, seen them, gotten low to like scout out what it is before you make your presence known, and then when you realize what they are, you can make your decisions to head out.
I think we would all try to
Yeah.
hide and just,
I don't want to.
yeah.
Okay. Don't want to talk with the warlords and stuff.
Probably not.
especially, no.
What if they're friendly?
You know,
No. Okay. All right.
like, actually, wait, so what does warlords actually mean here? Is it sort of synonymous to, like, organized bandits? Or is it just another term for, it's a ruler of a town?
You
Or,
know,
like-
that's really a matter of perception and, who writes the histories. I'm sure if you ask them, they are trying to establish civilization and law and order. But if you ask somebody else, they're probably, ruthless murderers who are taking everything and forcing people under a non-elected leader.
Right, so yeah,
So-
so they, like, forcefully do shit that people don't want them to do, basically. I guess most military
Yeah.
people do that.
Yeah.
But
isn't that government for you?
I
Right? Isn't
suppose,
that what
yeah.
the rule of
Damn.
law is about?
Wow.
Is forcing people to do things that they don't want to do because it's good for society? Can they really be evil? Maybe
I feel
they're
like my
just
brain just
misunderstood.
expanded hearing about this information. Damn.
Mm-hmm. They could be honest, upright citizens here to turn a war-ravaged nation into, a prosperous one. Or they could be here to steal all of your stuff and enslave you for all time.
Yeah,
And there's only one way to find out.
we're not gonna find out. So
Not
we're
at
just
all.
gonna stay back.
Well, Kyra, now that you see this bandit and these warlords just a few days out from town, do you have any problems adventuring forward more? Are these
Kinda,
people
yeah.
a threat?
Can I tell what direction they're traveling in?
They've stopped by the creek to fill their water skins and water their horse.
That can't take long. I think we can just observe them for a bit.
When they finish up and they begin to head out, they head southward, which is generally in the direction of your home. As though you're nestled in this nice cozy valley or this canyon. No one's really found you yet. None of the warlords have found your town yet.
Yeah, if none of the warlords have, or even war minions have found us yet.
I mean, we could follow them for like an hour or two and see if they actually are heading toward us or toward the town.
Give them information. Because they could be angling slightly differently. The trading boat person is long gone by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they wouldn't like spot them going down the river and like say, "Oh,
No,
it's over
no.
there."
I'd be down for either, like, following them and seeing if they, like, curve into the canyon or if they just continue south. For,
I mean,
I don't know,
we're
a
a
few
couple
hours,
days
but-
out, right?
but it takes a few days to get out of the canyon first, right? And then we head north. So, like,
Yeah, you traveled like a day and a half east and then you went north.
So would we be able to trail them and not waste too much time to see if they're going into the canyon or not?
If you were to spend maybe a half a day following them, you could see if they were directly headed to the canyon, if that was like their next destination. But it's also possible that they like venture out in the plains for a while, they forage for food, they look around. If they're not headed to the canyon immediately, they still might come across it. You know, depending on what their actions are. Maybe they're headed somewhere right now specifically, maybe they're meandering and looking, maybe it's a scouting party. Maybe it's a raiding party.
Can... Christelle can go invisible. And maybe listen in on a few conversations. But it's a little bit risky.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to waste a spell slot on that. I think we want to trail them for like an hour to see if they pick up on our foot tracks. Because if they find our trail, then they're going to follow that. But if they miss that, then I think we're good. Because that's the only lead back to Trog Canyon right now, and if they miss that, then I think we're safe.
Okay. So you're going to follow them a little bit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Should we maybe, like, leave the llamas and whatnot and just one of us follow them for... Because I don't know if we're going to be, like, easily spotted if we move as an entire unit.
Through the plain, most of the times, if you can see them, they can see you. The creek that they were watering by is down in a ravine, so you were able to, like, get a vantage point where you could fall back and be lost sight of. But if you're going to be tracking them across the open plain, chances are if you can see them, they're going to be able to see you. Especially if one of them's mounted on a horse.
Will attract their attention if we haven't already now. That'll do it.
How about just Pearl tracks them? Because you have white fur, and if it's a bright day out, then you should be less visible. Yeah.
I have a pretty good stealth check as well. Although I roll terribly, so there's that.
So is the idea that Pearl will follow them and you guys stay behind, and Pearl will catch up to you to let you know what she found with them?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if she travels for half a day away to follow them and then decides that they're going for the village, then she'll have to come half a day back to you?
No,
just a few hours,
like
like 1 hour
or
or something.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if they're going for the village, we're gonna be able to outrun them, because we're like in panic mode to get back. So.
Okay. Well, Pearl, sure enough, they head south and they hug the edge of the mountains as if they don't want to venture into the plains, and they seem to just be coming along the edge. And if you follow the edge of the mountains, you're gonna come across the canyon. This might just be a coincidence on their part, or maybe they've heard something about where the canyon is and trying to follow the mountains specifically to get there. But they are on the path to run into your home, one way or the other.
Okay.
All right,
I will immediately turn around, go back to the party, and just tell them that they're heading like directly into town.
Yep, we're making all haste to get back home.
Okay.
How do we... Oh, geez. Do we want to, like, engage with them outside of town? Or do we want to follow them until they are in town?
Wait until they're in town.
Okay.
Because if they don't go up the canyon, and if they don't, like, discover us, then there won't be any suspicion over why they went missing or any further investigations. So let's wait until the last moment, when we will also have reinforcements to help us in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, someone lead point. And the llama's kind of further behind to avoid them seeing us.
Yeah, I imagine the plane is big enough for us to, like, take a slightly different route and, like, separate by, like, a couple of miles as we head home.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but they're taking what would be the fastest route to the canyon. They're just hugging those mountains. So they're going to be, you know, taking the easy way.
Yeah, I thought it was, like, an undulating, but yeah. Heck. Would we be able to still, outrun them if we...
You know, there's
still take...
There's like 10 of them, including a horse. So in theory, if you were like just racing them a great distance, you would probably be able to outrun them because there's fewer people in your party. But they have a head start. Their destination, or your destination at least, is not that far away. And they are between you and your goal. So I don't know if you're going to be able to outrun them. If you really want to try, we can do an opposed survival check. And whichever side wins is the side that gains or separates from the other a little bit farther. So if they win, then they will get to the town before you. If you win, you can catch up and get to the town around the same time.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other option. Like, if it's like that, then we're not going to be able to catch up to them. Like, if we fail that check, we won't even be able to catch up to them normally. So yeah.
Okay. Someone give me a survival check, and I'll oppose it by their survival check.
-2.
Which
I
is
have a
going to be 1d20 plus
What's
0, actually. 14.
Ooh.
Tristel?
I think your mic
can't
is
hear you.
muted.
Ooh, a 2 as
And then I
well.
said, oh gosh.
You had a 2 on
Oh,
your
no.
survival?
Sorry, I was asking you what your check was.
Oh, okay. I said 2. Sorry, my mic was muted.
Well,
because you have 3,
jeez.
right?
Yeah, I have 3.
Okay.
Oh well.
Well, we'll change the 5 to a 6 then, because she's got a 2 on her check, and the d20 has been rolled. You guys are going to try to find a way around them to outrun them, but with the llamas that you're taking, which are not always the most workable animals, and you guys lacking a lot of good llama handling skills, one of them is going to stop for a moment and just not want to move, and you end up spending half an hour trying to get it to walk down this path, and you will end up arriving in the town after they do.
We should be able to see from a distance what they're up to, right?
Yeah, if we're trailing them, do we see them turn into the canyon?
Yeah, did
Yes, you
they?
do.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a
I
good thing
think
we
once
followed
I see
them.
them go into the canyon, I am going to say, fuck the group. My duty is to protect the town, not accompany these 2 nerds. I'm gonna book it on my own.
Nerds, what are you guys going to do?
Um,
Y'all going to do?
I think I'll just follow Kyra. I mean, I guess we'll just I don't know if there's a nearby tree or rock we can tie the llamas to or something, just so they don't run away. So I guess I'll do that, and then I'll run along with Kyra.
I mean, will they be able to survive for
I'm
days?
Wait,
gonna try
I
and
thought
bring
we were
the
pretty
llamas
close at
with
this
me.
point, hours.
Like how close are we to the town?
So you were a day and a half,
survival?
about 2 days, day and a half, 2 days away. When you spotted them, then you scouted, went back to the rest of the party, so you would have been a few hours behind them when you set off. You would have been able to catch up a little bit, but then you tried to circle around. So by the time you make the judgment that they're definitely headed to the canyon, I think you're 5 hours out from the canyon.
From the canyon or town?
Town.
Okay.
Leaving
yeah,
these
then we
llamas
can take
behind.
llamas.
Yep. I just want to make sure that they're tied up to something so that they don't run away and then they're gone forever.
Okay.
Actually, or can I just run with the llamas, or does that have complication factors?
You can try to bring the llamas with you, especially at a quick pace, but I'm going to need you to make me a good animal handling check. If you want
About
to
3?
run
Yeah,
with them.
let's do that.
That is a really good animal
Hell
handling check.
yeah.
They, after getting one stuck for a little while and losing speed, you will manage to lure them forward or urge them on, and they will pick up their pace and come with you.
Heck yeah. Bring them
You
back
guys
with
will arrive back in the canyon well after, a couple hours after these bandits, these warlords or whatever they are, have arrived. And the scene that you will enter the canyon into, let me get the tokens set up more or less correctly.
And we didn't encounter them coming back out?
No, No, you saw them head towards the canyon, and that's about it. And then you will find them. When you get to the canyon, you will see that most people are not in their normal spots. The baths are one of the first things that you see coming in towards town. You can also see the what do you call it? The inn, the old inn that's there. And none of these will have people. Instead, most of the people will be gathered in town square. The one horse has been tied up near the front of the village, front of the town, and you will find all of the bandits in the middle of town on the Great Bridge here, right across from the temple. The various folks in town have also come out to gather. It seems that the bandits have called them out, and there are a pair of hostages, random civilians that have been taken by these bandits and held at sword point.
Oh, no.
Your warriors, Jesse, Wedge, and Biggs, are here as well, gathered on one side. They're probably going to be on the north side near the temple, actually. Over here. Ooh, I don't think we ever rolled for Jesse's HP. So, Autumn, would you roll me a 2d8 plus 2 for Jesse's hit points? Oof. He's got low hit points.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, it makes sense. You know, he's new here. Yeah. All right. So you've got Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge. And you guys are arriving. Which side of the canyon do you want to be on? North side or south side?
South side.
Okay. Go ahead and put your tokens somewhere. Let's bring you guys over here then. Walking along this section of canyon. Actually, Kyra's probably in front. And you can hear the bandit lord leader calling out to the town after what clearly has been waiting for people to arrive so he can speak to everyone. The bandit leader is a woman named Gloria. She lets you know this. I am Gloria of Gloria's Glorious, and I want you all to be proud that you are now the first people part of Gloria's glorious empire. This will be our center staging operation. You will put us up in your houses, and we will oversee you, protect you from the dangers of the world. And oh, is it a dangerous world? There could be monsters anywhere, and it looks like you just have 3 town guard. Certainly not enough to protect you from the outside world. So, what do you all say to your new leaders? Gloria's Glorious. And it costs us a hefty fee to keep you safe. So why doesn't everyone in town bring out 10% of everything they own and pile it on the bridge before us right now? We wouldn't want to have to make a demonstration of what it's like to work against the law, would we? And she nudges someone who takes a knife and jabs it into the side of one of the hostages, who lets out a of pain. Not dead, but wounded slightly.
So from where we're standing, what are their weapons? Do they all what are they holding?
The henchmen are carrying scimitars and wearing leather armor. The leader, Gloria, whose token has a beard, but I promise you, Gloria does not have a beard. She also carries a scimitar and studded leather, and a dagger.
Okay.
Is a dual-wielding scimitar and dagger, actually.
How does the townspeople react? What's the general vibe of everyone right now?
Aside from Biggs and Wedge, people are a little bit nervous. The people they're used to protecting them are gone to get booze. And
Hey, we're right here. We're on our way.
Mm-hmm. They're mostly intimidated. some of your townspeople might be able to pick up weapons to fight, maybe, but like they don't really know what they're doing. And on top of that, they don't have like the highest morale or bravery, and no one wants to be the first person to like say no and then get themselves killed. So you can see this like trepidation, and when the person on the bridge gets stabbed a little bit, one of their family members comes up and starts begging for forgiveness and like, we'll give you everything we've got, please, just don't hurt my brother. It's that sort of attitude of like, we don't want to suffer here and no one wants to die, so we'll just give you what you're asking for and cooperate so we can all survive.
Okay. Geez, have they spotted us?
Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of townspeople about. We're not going to clutter the map with all their tokens and try and move them around, but you've got 500 people gathered in this region. Biggs and Wedge, and Jesse to an extent, are the exceptions to this rule. They've got their spears and their shields, and they're not really ready to like give up the town. And they're sort of encroaching on the guard, the warriors up here at the top. Yeah.
And where are the hostages?
We should get some hostage tokens. Those are good tokens to have.
Pro, if you magic missile the two people holding the hostages, that might buy them some time to get away.
I'm considering doing a similar thing here of just like nuking one of them. Like Scorching Ray, the boss person. Gloria?
Gloria.
Or I was asking, can you nuke the bridge and just send them all falling down?
Would that be possible?
This is one of the very few bridges in town. This is the main bridge in town. If you were to destroy this bridge, it would hinder the operation of your town dramatically. You do not have the technology or the manpower to rebuild such a large structure.
Oh yeah, the
Well, you
hostages
know what else
would fall
would
as well.
hinder the town significantly? Being occupied.
Fair.
Do we want to negotiate or fight? That's the main question.
There's no way we're negotiating. Like, unless we're negotiating to stall time.
Well, it sounds like we'll have to find out what our players do when we come back next week or the week after.
All right.
Whichever it happens to be.
Yes. Yeah, is there a Pawns and Patrons next week, or is it?
I think so. I will look it up for us.
Okay.
Yes, it's next week that we've got Pawns and Patrons. So the week after is when we will come back with some more Embers of the Wilds.
All right.
Someone in chat has a good idea. Cast sleep to protect the hostages.
Ooh, the hostages will have very low HP. They will have 1d8 HP. These bandits are definitely going to have 2d8 HP.
Yeah.
They'll have HP like your guards have HP.
All right.
It's a
We're
concept.
gonna have a plan. We got this. All right.
You are only yay big.
Yeah, I guess that's it then. Thank you all so much for joining. Neil, what's up next for you, apart from Pawns and Patrons in a week?
We will have a chit chat tomorrow.
Damn.
It's just a informal hangout with some of the people that we've played some D&D campaigns with in the past, where we just make idle conversation and shoot the shit. Nothing exciting, but sometimes
cozy.
it's fun. Yeah, it'll be the same time as this started, but tomorrow.
Great, cool. Got a link to Koi's Discord or Twitch.
It's Mother's Day in the U.S. tomorrow, everyone. If you're in the United States,
Oh wait, when is it
call
here?
your mom.
Geez, I might have missed it.
Good question.
I know I school when it was like Parents' Day. for us.
Mother's Day is May 30th.
It's Father's Day? Wait a minute.
What?
Did I get my May 30th?
May 30th
Was I
here.
lying? Oh, in Sweden. Okay.
Oh yeah, 30th. Yeah.
Scared the crap out of me.
No. It is tomorrow for
Okay,
the
good.
US.
Yeah, that would have been that would have been an aesthetic of like I gave my mom in D&D a gift, but not in reality. I just forgot to even call her. Like,
Yeah.
oh, jeez, that would be a bad look. But anyway,
Call your moms, everyone.
right, Autumn, how's
Yeah.
your plans for the stream going? Because you're gonna play the Grey's Anatomy game at some point.
So I have acquired
Hell
a
yeah!
beautiful copy of the Grey's Anatomy video game. So
I'm so excited.
Oh,
pretty
what's that
incredible.
tagline? The top.
What's that?
What's the tagline at the top? Damn, I love it.
Beautiful. So I'll put it on my channel. I haven't streamed a bit, but I'm hoping to start again with this beautiful game. So planning on Thursday, I'll put it up on my channel schedule and all that. But yeah, keep a lookout for the Grey's Anatomy stream coming. It's gonna be lit.
I'm very excited. Do you know anything about it yet? Do you get to pick a character, or do you play all of them?
I think you play all of them like different scenarios. It's honestly the perfect like my kind of game, like ridiculous like relationship scenarios. I think there's also medical mini games. We'll see. It's gonna be a lot
Oh
of
my
fun.
god. Is there a Callie Torres on the cover? Is she a playable
You better
character?
believe.
Okay, good.
We'd love to see her. All the faves are here.
Good. All I care about is
Yeah.
Callie. The rest of them can suck it.
That's my mini plug.
Ashley, you're not streaming. What are you up to next?
I'm going on vacation.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
staying at home, but not working. So hell yeah, that's my week.
Neat.
Nice.
All right. I guess that's it. If you want to stick around, feel free to do that. I'm gonna do like a post stream if people have questions or want to chat or whatever. Yeah. I guess that's it then. Trying to figure out if there's anything else I should say. I don't think so. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining, and I will see you all in 2 weeks for the next episode. Bye, everyone. There we go. All right. I have a lot of hot chocolate left. I was supposed to drink it during the last segment, but you know what? I had almost none of it, so I'll just have that for the post stream. I'm trying to figure out like how far Pearl's pacifism goes, and I'm trying to figure out if it only applies to non-human-like creatures, or if it also applies to human creatures. Why don't you just wait for everyone to deliver the wealth? They'll let the hostages go, and then you can super murder them. Possibly. I mean, I don't know for how long we can keep up that charade, sort of. And it's kind of nice to have them all gathered in one spot. Like, I don't know if we should, like, pretend to let them take over the town, and then we start attacking them. I don't know. I don't know what's the best option there. I feel like they both have downsides and upsides to them. I don't know how to work out that equation. I kind of want to like just do my like strongest. I kind of just want to do Scorching Ray on the boss person and just use my sorcery points and just like dump everything into that. Yes, I'm thinking of like, what if I just try to maximize my output for the leader? And then maybe that can serve as some sort of intimidation. That's sort of my plan right now. I don't know if that would work, but I really wish I could use... Oh, no, wait, I do have Tides of Chaos back. Because it can be in a state of like, Neil can trigger the surge, but I also still have Tides of Chaos. Because a long rest resets my ability to use it, but it doesn't reset Neil's ability to trigger it. I think that's how we ruled it. You'd have to let the guards know the plan so they don't fuck everything up. Yeah. Yeah, spicy episode. Braxis. Oh no. You could also max damage the people who took the hostages and direct the hostages to jump into the water so they can be safe. I think it would be deep enough in the center to save them from fall damage, right? We had a similar situation at one point. I forget when. I don't know. I feel like I think I want to do like a morale thing. Like, I mean, the optics of, you know, you're this roaming gang of bandits and you got your leader person in the middle, like holding a speech about how everybody needs to bring their valuables or whatever. And then out of nowhere, they just get blasted. I feel like the morale for the rest of everyone there would lower pretty heavily, seeing their leader just disappear. Although I don't know if I have enough damage to do that. Like I might for one of the normal guards, but I don't know if I have for the leader. Probably not, but it might be enough for that intimidation. What are your meta magics? Subtle and empowered. So I would use empowered for that one. It definitely reset Neil's thing. I'm pretty sure we talked about that earlier, that it wouldn't reset Neil's ability to trigger it. Even though it gives me the ability to use... I just completely forgot what it's called. Tides of Chaos, yes, thanks. Yeah, we had a conversation about that in like episode 1 or 2, I think, like really early on. I think I like that ruling the best too. It's fun to have a pending like wild surge and at the same time be able to use advantage on stuff. He said they'll have around 2d8 HP, so as long as you do good damage, you should drop 1. Yeah, but I don't know about the leader. I mean, I'm just gonna guess 3d8 or something. Just a little bit more. Yeah, morale is a little bit risky. Because that could rule either way, depending on how Neil role plays how that gang of bandits work. Because he could just say like, oh, you know, when the leader dies, there's someone who's next in line and then they become the leader and they don't think anything of it, you know? Like it's possible that he could say something like that. But if the leader is supposed to be this inspirational, you know, head of the snake type of thing, then it could be effective just to go all in on that. For the leader's speech, it sounds like it was her empire, so to speak, right? Yeah, that's true. It was sort of like named after her and everything. Yeah, so it might be true that it's very much a cult of personality or something, in which case, like, attacking the leader would be good. Although, if you attack the leader, but they don't go down, then pretty much everyone is going to be, like, super angry, right? The morale won't go down. If anything, they're going to be like enraged, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm unexperienced with this. I guess the threat was designed to be of appropriate difficulty and the scene would have been different if you happened to have prepared traps at that exact location. It depends on your DM and how they design the game. I mean, generally you don't want to be too unfair to the players, but like, you don't have to make every encounter be something that is well adapted to the players. You can very well have, you know, some threat or some enemy somewhere that is way above the level of the players. I guess the one thing you have to do then is to make sure that, you know, you communicate that to the player so that they know that, you know, this dragon or whatever is way too strong for the party and it would be a losing battle if they even try. But if the players want to, they could try. So like you can have a lot of situations like that. I guess it just depends on the DM. Maybe you'll get lucky and roll 3 nat 20s, Scorching Ray. That would be nice to have that for once. 1 sleep and 1 magic missile would definitely get the leader. Well, the sleep wouldn't hurt the leader, right? Sleep should be used as a way to save the hostages, not take them out. Because enemies can just wake the sleeping people up, yeah. I mean, there's also the... like having them like wake up people means that they will spend their turn doing that. So it's also nice to like delay several people and have them waste their turn basically. If Tristal max casts it, I think she can roll like 78 for HP, right? That's pretty good. Actually, what's my Scorching Ray? Like what are the stats on that? 2d6 fire damage per ray. Okay. It's not too much. What does that look like? Yeah, it should definitely kill the minions on average. So Scorching Ray should do around, no, wait, hold on. Yeah, around like 20 damage or 21 damage. And their average health should be 9. What about 3d8? So let's say the leader has 3d8. That's average health of 14. That could actually work then. If they have 3d8, what about 4d8? How high would they have to go? Yeah, 4d8, there's still a pretty high chance of Scorching Ray just outright murdering. You might miss, that's true, but I can still use Tides of Chaos for one of them. So one of the rays has a very, very high chance of hitting at least. Empower should improve damage as well, yes. Neil didn't mention con mod for the bandits. They probably have something like 2d8 plus 2. Yeah, probably. Yeah, the Bardic Inspiration would be really good. Yeah, if like Christelle drops Bardic Inspiration on me, and this is before we're in initiative rounds. So like Bardic Inspiration, that gives me advantage on a roll, right? So that could be an attack. So I could get advantage on 2 of the Scorching Rays. One from the Inspiration and one from... No, wait, does it add 1d6 to an attack roll? Is that how it works? I forget. No, it's probably the add 1d6, I think. Add 1d6 to whichever one would be good. Advantage on another one. Hopefully the third one will hit, and then I'll do Empowered Spell, which means I can reroll. I can re-roll 4 of the damage dice, which is really good, I think. I think that would be good. Just kind of loading up the glass cannon and just going for it. Plus Surge. Oh yeah, that will also trigger. That's true. Yeah, and we'll see what that does, I guess. Assuming Neil will choose to do that. I'm really glad you like the show. I'm really enjoying this show too. It's super fun. I love Braxis. I'm sad about Braxis. Didn't even get a memorabilia to keep. I'm more sad about Thoraxis. Thoraxis started developing a relationship with Christelle, and then just an arrow out of nowhere. Goodness. Anyway, thanks for joining. I will see you all in 2 weeks for the next Embers of the Wilds episode. Not sure if I'm going to stream between then and now. Like I usually stream DDR, but I've had surgery recently, so I'm not going to be able to play DDR for another like 2 months probably, which sucks, but can't do much about that. Yep. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you all next time. Bye.